Hello and welcome back to DR Sports. You're here today for another watch along and a big game. We've got Game4Ukraine, a very special one today for a big cause. We've got Team Zinchenko versus Team Shevchenko. But before we get into the all-star lineups, why don't we get into the lineups we've got with me today? And next to me, of course, I got Nick, my man. How are you, bro?
I'm good, man. You?
Very well, very well. Oh, pardon me. My phone's going off there. And of course, next to me, making a DR Sports debut, actually, we got Rachael. How are you? You good?
I'm good. I feel like I should do that to you as well. I wouldn't
why
be able to do
not?
it very well.
Join the club. Listen, spuds all around. Listen, guys, make sure you're getting involved in the chat today. Today's going to be an eventful one. We've got an all-star lineup here. We've got Tom joining us very soon as well. He's just in the other studio. And of course, don't forget, we got the big Don himself today in the metaverse. You guys can go and join an exclusive chat, 1v1 with him. We got Ty joining as well. We got Lee in the room with him as well. Go and join. Click the link in the description, victoryleagues.io. And you guys can join a very exclusive chat in the metaverse with Don. Robbie.
Yeah, definitely. Go and fill up that stadium, man, because they're going to be showing the game as well.
They're going to be showing the game there as well. We'll be doing a watch along here as well. But guys, make sure this is a one-time event type of thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you haven't experienced the metaverse, today's kind of the perfect day to kind of go and experience it. Go and chat to Robbie.
I just saw it on the screen. There was a massive,
big avatar,
a giant Robbie and a Ty and Lee on either
like
side.
Godzilla in the stadium.
So go and listen to what they've got to say as well as sticking around here. But we've got a great game.
We've got a great game. We've got great teams lined up as well, and we got Team Zinchenko versus Team Shevchenko. I'm really excited to kind of go through these teams because it's looking like a star-studded lineup on both ends. Of course, you've got Zinchenko. I'll go through his team first. He's the captain. But you've got Jens Lehmann, Jolien Lescott, Per Mertesacker, Robert Pires, John Arnorisa, Antonio Valencia, Wes Morgan, Jack Wilshere, Bakary Sagna, David James, Charlie Adam, Mark Noble, Gael Clichy, Skirtle, Konoplyanka, Levchenko, Luzhny, Mikel Silvestre, Dario Serna, Gilberto Silva, and KT Chapman. Oh, the list still going. Rachael Yankee, Jessica Hurtado, and Yakubu, the old yak attack. Wow. Listen, that's already. It almost feels like a Premier League years episode where it's just a throwback of all the names pretty much. I'm actually quite excited for this. They've got a few celebrities sprinkled in as well. You've got Tom Grennan, who is a Soccer Aid regular, of course. Yeah. Roman Kemp, Phil Dunster, and Hero Tiffin. Managing them, of course. When we talk about Premier League years, Arsene Wenger, the man who's just had a statue built for him, of course. Just like me, you're a fellow Spurs fan.
Like soulmates,
Yeah, but let's kind of, I kind of want to touch on that just a little bit before we kind of get into this. He's obviously a man who's meant a lot to the Premier League. It felt like a little bit overdue, would you not say?
Didn't mean that much to some of them Arsenal fans a little while back, did they?
But the only man to kind of have him do the invincible season, has the gold trophy, of course. He's done so much for the Premier League, even in terms of like what he did early on.
He's hugely respected.
But and even as Spurs fans, you've got to say, even by the rivals, I would say, for what he's kind of done in the game. I've always said that Invincibles team, you can never look at it as one of the greatest achievements in football. It's sitting there, right? No one's still to do it. And no matter what, when someone does do it, guess what? You're now at the table with Arsene Wenger and his team, if that makes sense. So
a lot of the methods that are used right now in the Premier League were down to him. He was the one that introduced them to the English league. He was way ahead of his time when he came over from I think he came over from Japan, didn't he?
Yeah.
Stern Graz, I think it was. But he was way ahead of his time. All of this dietary stuff,
of course.
like the analytical training.
Even how he kind of like took training very seriously. I think at the time at Arsenal, if you remember, it was kind of like a lot of the English players dominating George Graham's era, and it was kind of the whole different culture. The whole culture of English football was different. It was a big drinking culture. To be honest.
And didn't he ban like newspapers and the press for like from being in the stadium, as in like players reading things about themselves? I mean, that's amazing to have that forefront.
Yeah, and he was one of the first managers to kind of look at it. Player's psychological aspect. It always just used to be about physical, technical. Listen, you got it or you don't. But he said, nah, there's a lot more to it. And listen, you got to give him credit. I just feel like now you see him kind of enshrined in front of the Emirates, and it's like, you know what? It's only right. They've got Bergkamp, they've got Henry, and it's only right. Kind of Papa Wenger, as they call him, is there. But let's go through the other team as well, because there is another team playing in this game, and that's Shevchenko being the captain of them, of course. And you'll see a lot of familiar names here as well. You got Michael Essien, Luca Toni, Dida, Massimo Odo, Gianfranco Zola, Carlo Cudicini, Claude Makalele, William Gallas, Samuel Eto'o, Mikhailo Mudryk is one of the only few current players playing in this game as well. Of course, Ukrainian international. Clarence Seedorf, Fabio Cannavaro, Shota Avaladze, Christian Panucci, Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, Joe Cole, Serginho, Jermaine Defoe, Peter Cech, Sergei Rebrov, Gerard Piqué, Julio Cesar, Claire Rafferty, and Carly Telford. And of course, a few celebrities sprinkled in. You've got Russell Howard, Toby Jimmo, Ralph Little, James Arthur, Chelsea Grimes, and Archie Reno. And of course, they're all managed by Emma Hayes.
I've got to say, that has got to be the most random bunch of celebrities at the end of that.
Very well
I'm
put.
not joking with you.
Yeah.
The celebrities, I'm looking at even the footballers. I'm like, this is the most random collection of footballers. There's still some to be confirmed to play as well, it's saying here.
James Arthur?
James Arthur, wasn't he a singer?
Yeah.
Britain's Got
Is he
Talent,
well
was
known
it?
for like doing like
I think he might have played in a
soccer
few of the soccer games.
Yeah, I think he has.
okay.
Because I know, is it
Playing against Piqué.
Ralph Little, for example, was like
Yeah.
a soccer aid legend.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
left back merchant. But yeah, a few others confirmed to be played as well. Edgar Davids, Eric Abidal, Ricardo Carvalho, Danny Drinkwater, Glenn Johnson, Patrick Womayela, Patrick Vieira, Robbie Keane, and Patrick Berger.
Wow.
That's a throwback name. If you know,
That is.
in the early 2000s, Patrick Berger scoring screamers for Liverpool. But I mean, there's so many names I could just kind of sit here and wax lyrical about for hours. But what are you guys kind of looking forward to most in this game?
Gianfranco Zola.
I was going to say Zola.
Yeah,
The legend that is.
He was the manager of West Ham 10 or so years ago now. 13 years ago, I think it was. And they used to say that he'd been retired for sort of 10 years in. And they were saying he was better than anyone. He still had it. He could have played in the Premier League still when he was the manager of West Ham. So he's got talent. I watched him in a testimonial game. It was our academy coach's testimonial, and he was quality.
How old is he now?
He's got to be pushing 60, I reckon.
57.
Would he still have that magic, do you think?
I reckon he will.
57?
No, I can't lie to you. When it comes to technical ability, you don't lose.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
true.
I remember
You might be
seeing even
exhausted.
clips of like Mark Hughes when he was training at Man City, and it's funny you say that at training. It's like those players who had that supreme level of technical, they're still embarrassing their own players
I'm telling you.
at training. So I imagine if Zola's at a team, I don't know, the Italy assistant manager, he's probably still just as good as a lot of the players.
Imagine that though.
When he's doing
57.
the layoffs and the free kick pieces, I'm like, yo, he must be schooling them. And I'm like, players like that, you just kind of, as you say, you wonder, have they still got it? Do you know what I mean? There's so many today. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank is another one.
Yeah, it'd be
like the
interesting.
powerhouse that he was. I saw like a compilation, I think, of his 31 or 32 goals he scored in the 2000-2001 season. When I tell you, they need to start clocking the mileage on how hard he was kicking that.
He was hitting it, yeah.
Lord have mercy on some of those leather balls. He was hitting the life out of them, but some of these names I'm actually so excited to see. Joe Cole, he was another magician.
Yeah, back in the day.
I went back maybe 10 or 15 years ago, but he was kind of like one of the
was.
few English players you always looked at and was like, you know what, he's got that bit of flair, bit of magic. He could have been Brazilian if he could have played in the Spanish team maybe.
He felt like he never reached his... I mean, obviously he did incredibly well for himself. With Joe Cole, you felt like he never reached the peak of his potential, what he could have done.
Mm-hmm.
But again, for me, with this team, we've got some great players, but my gut still says, because of the ages, which sounds really bad, I don't know if they're going to have the same...
kind of oomph.
Yeah, the power, basically.
Yeah.
As, you know.
No, I can understand it. And listen, there's so many kind of varying players. There's even Ballon d'Or winner Fabio Cannavaro here. Oh my
That's
God.
insane.
4-time Champions League winner Clarence Seedorf playing today. Of course, the guy who
Seedorf.
scored the most goals off the bench in any Premier League history, of course, Jermaine Defoe
Yeah,
is also there.
good old Defoe.
Legend.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
But guys, remember, listen, let us know in the chat actually who you guys will think will win this game. Team Shevchenko or Team Zinchenko? I actually want to know. Let us know in the chat. And don't forget as well, you guys can join the exclusive Victory League event in the metaverse with Don Robbie, with Ty, with Lee. Click the link in the description and you can go and join that. And there's an exclusive array of action going on over there. We'll be watching that as well as the action is going on today. Kickoff should be happening in about 3.5 minutes. Mustafa says he's banging on Team Zinchenko. Max says Shevchenko's team looks better. Duncan says Shevchenko easy. Don Robinho says, I'm with my Milan legends. And that's so true. There's actually quite a few Milan players in this game, which...
Yeah, there's a lot of players.
Of course, Shevchenko...
I'm looking forward to seeing Marky Nobes. I missed Soccer Aid the last time it was there. Marky Nobes was there. I know Cecil and AGT have gone over to the stadium today. I would have liked to have been over there because I've never met Mark Noble.
Have you not?
No, I passed him by a table once.
Last season was his last year at the club, wasn't it?
No, season 4.
Season 4, that wasn't it?
Yes, yeah.
And you were saying you had the shirt still from that season, I think
I've still got it, yeah.
Yeah.
I've still got it.
And I remember saying, that was it, yeah.
Signed by him, yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's a nice bit of kind of memorabilia to have. His final season, I've actually got, even though you've never met him,
I passed him by a table, he scribbled a bit of thing in and he just went...
See you later.
And you were like,
Listen, there's he's obviously going to be playing on Team Zinchenko. Let me have a look at a few of the names on their team. Bakary Sanya is one he was a machine. We were talking about kind of the Arsenal teams there. He kind of came after the Invincible era, but what a player he was. Jack Wilshere, another former West Ham player as well. Kind of, if we're talking about players who've still got it, he's one... Technically,
you say that
he was
there. Player. He was.
In the
early days, they were trying to say
season ticket holder. I would call him. But,
he still hasn't forgotten. He still hasn't forgotten. Who else have we got? Robert Pires is on this Zinchenko team. So there's a few actually.
David James played for us.
David James, yeah.
Jermaine Defoe.
No, Jermaine Defoe's on Team Shevchenko, yeah. So
Antonio Valencia, I forgot about him.
Do you remember Antonio Valencia is one of the funniest players, you know? Because I remember when he was at Wigan and he was almost like this right winger, attacking midfielder, goal scorer, scoring hammers, 30-yarders, and I was like, what a player he could be. And then he went to United and just turned into this workhorse right back. But he cultivated like a role for himself, and he stayed in the team for as long as he did, of course, because of that. But it's just so funny seeing the evolution where you see a lot of players try and go the other way, trying to go from fullbacks to wingers. He's kind of gone the other way completely.
He was a solid right back as well. Yeah. He was solid.
Of course, we got Gilberto Silva, Dario Serna as well. He's another one that had a demon right foot on him.
That's the team to look out for. I
reckon it's the other team. I reckon it's the other team.
My loins.
Let me know you guys' predictions.
I'm saying Shevchenko.
You're going Team Shevchenko. You're leaning towards Zinchenko, I feel like.
Yeah, I am. Which goes against everything I originally said. Let's be honest. I felt dirty because it was Wenger, but I kind of.
Oof.
Do you know, it's mad. When I first heard about Games4Ukraine, and you think about these football games, you think, oh yeah, but who are they going to get? Is it just going to be, like, no offence to like a load of celebrities, but honestly, like, I genuinely think this is going to be a great game.
No, it should be an interesting one, and we can just see Arsene Wenger there in the back giving his team talk to his team. Guys, make sure you go out there, you play well,
it's perfect.
You play hard, but keep it simple. Listen, my Wenger
impression
ain't that bad.
Well
you see? They can hear what I'm saying. Listen, guys, make sure you can go and join the Don Robbie special metaverse. It's just kicking off now.
There it is. Look, the stadium is
the giant avatar. I can already see there's a couple of 100 people in there already. Go and join the exclusive conversation. Go and ask any questions you have to Don Robbie. Ty will be there as well. Lee will be there. Anything you want to get off your chest, anything they've been saying out of line over the last couple of weeks, you want to talk to them, go and talk to them.
Robbie looks like the guy, you know, in San Andreas when he gets fat when he eats too many burgers. That's who he looks like. Go and have a look at him. Go and have a look at him in the metaverse.
I don't
CJ.
I mean, it's not a flattering angle.
Go and talk to. You can talk to. Go and talk to the Don. Go and watch the game with him.
There he is with his headset on.
It's all going. Yeah, it's all going on over there.
Click the link in the description, victoryleagues.io, guys. Especially for today, you can go get involved for a good occasion as well. Game4Ukraine. Game should be kicking off very shortly as well. Let us know your predictions.
Fat CJ.
Yeah, Fat CJ, yeah.
Fat CJ. Go to the metaverse and spam it with Fat CJ. You won't have a clue what you're talking about.
Do it.
He won't have a clue. I love that. Oh, man.
Give me a computer. I'm gonna log into the metaverse myself.
You're gonna troll him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good man.
Call him Fat CJ.
Nah, man, don't kill me. Guys, let us know your predictions as well. Who you think will win today's game. Team Zinchenko or Team Shevchenko? I'm hoping there's going to be a lot of goals today. A lot of legends, a lot of talent. I always hope in these kind of charity games, listen, defend well, defend hard. Yeah, I know I can't talk much about defending in charity games because I go all out.
Do you?
You know, yeah. All right. The tapes are out there on DR Sports. But listen, I was like thinking, we want to see loads of goals in this. And with a lot of these legends, listen.
There's ego there. There's going to be a lot of goals.
Yeah, of course.
You think guys like Makalele are going to take...
Well, there's the starting teams. Team
Shevchenko lineup has just come out. Do you want to read it out for us?
Yeah, it's Czech, Odo, Cannavaro. I'm going to say it quickly before it goes off. PK, Serginho, Seedorf, Zola, Makalele, Joe Cole, Etu, Shevchenko. It's pretty much...
I can't lie to you. That's
pretty much 2010 Chelsea.
Quality team. Cannavaro and PK.
2004 Chelsea, I would say that.
Yeah, with Cannavaro and PK slotted in the back. Bit AC Milan at fullback with Serginho and Odo, Petr Cech in goal. Of course, the game is at Stamford Bridge. But listen, that's looking like a stacked team. Makalele, Zola in that midfield. That's pretty much... A technical genius and a defensive monster, basically. Hey, I'm looking forward to this, man. Let me see what the guys in the chat are saying.
Rush into the metaverse. Look, to spam him with fat.
Yes,
fat
I love
That's what they're doing, isn't it?
I love it.
He's laughing. Look, he's laughing.
Of course, Lee Judge is there as well, and Ty as well, making all the noise. My God, there's a lot of people there. I love it, man.
That looks wicked.
Make sure you go get involved in the chat, guys. Go and show your support. Just the Lost Cause says Lee, Robbie, and Ty have a combined age of 1,000 years old between them. Damn.
Whoa.
Hey, harsh, but hey, the truth is the truth. Eh? Go and let them know.
There's people dancing on the pitch and everything.
Right, Rachael says it almost feels like Ready Player One.
Well,
literally,
that is before kickoff.
Have you guys ever seen that film Ready Player One?
No.
It's pretty much the metaverse. I'm not joking. If you've ever seen that, this is it. Coming to life. Listen, Ready Player One is happening today. Go and click the link and go and tell Robbie. He's a fat CJ.
He's a fat CJ.
Oh, quick, clacking.
Mohammed A sends a super chat.
Robbie.
He says, Robbie didn't do the Avengers speech before City. Hey, listen, anybody who knows that clip is legendary. Around the world, in USA, in Qatar, in China, today is our day.
You could amuse yourself for hours, couldn't you?
Who, me? Oh, listen, I could talk for England, honestly.
Especially when Arsenal fell. And he can really
don't let me get in my bag.
entertain himself.
Last season was a
emotional.
It was a fun one for me personally because, as usual, all season all Arsenal fans were telling me, "Hey man, the title's ours. When are you going to admit it, Fuad?" And I was just like, "Not
Typical
ready,
Arsenal
not yet,
fans.
not yet." And I remember I just kept holding on to it. City. I have to keep faith.
Yeah.
I have to keep faith in Pep being a genius that he is. And finally, he came through.
Yeah, he didn't let us down.
He did it. He didn't let me down one bit. He got them, squeezed the life out of them.
Yeah.
But then, of course, fumbling it to West Ham, Liverpool, they kind of did the work for him beforehand.
We can't really speak, can we?
Listen, last season was a write-off for me as a Spurs fan.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what your kind of thoughts are going into this season a little bit.
If you hear what they're saying about Kane moving, my gut says that he'll go.
You still feel like he'll leave this summer then?
100%. He'll be crazy to stay. I mean, I'd be gutted, don't get me wrong, but he'd be crazy to stay. If you want to, end up in Champions League, and why are you going to stay at Spurs?
The thing is,
I've heard that he said that if it's not done by the first game, he's staying.
That's what from reports I'm reading is saying that if the deal is not done by the first game of the season,
I think he's got a week.
I'm gonna see out basically this season with Ange's project and see
I don't
this
see
as
him
a
doing
farewell
it.
season. In reality, I don't see that as the worst idea ever because next year it means the options are open for him still.
He's older, isn't he?
He's older, but has Kane ever really relied on pace? Has Kane ever been really that physical player? For me,
Yeah,
he's always
good point.
So for me, his game with age isn't going to be one of those that deteriorates very quickly. He's a goals guy.
Which is why a good club will buy him.
And that's the thing. And especially when you hear Harry Kane on a free, and let's say this season he puts down another 25 goal a season, who's going to say no to that?
Yeah.
I think
He won't go to City. He can't. There's no way he'll go to a club like that.
If Haaland goes and breaks records again and they do a back-to-back
Haaland's
treble,
taking his place.
Haaland might turn around and say, hold on, my job here is done. Final year of my contract, or how long has he got left? I don't know, 2 years maybe? He's like, I want to move on. There's your
I'm the king of the castle.
Or why not have both?
Yeah, he won't though.
It's
I don't
free.
see that.
It's Kane on a free.
And I don't see Kane doing that.
I think Kane kind of leaves his options open. That's the thing. It's the Bayern Munich move will still be there next year.
Yeah.
Really?
My gut
Why
says
not?
he'll
Sign
go.
someone.
Well, if they don't, because Osimhen is not going to go there.
I don't
Unless
know.
they
man.
get
I think
know.
Kane will go. I do, and I think
Yeah,
we'll
I
know
think he
about
will
it within
as
the
well.
week. That's what my
I don't know.
loins say.
I'm starting to now more and
It's
more
got
think
to the,
this
it's
is.
got to the point where you've got to say they've got to accept it now.
Yes.
£100 million.
said-
100%.
Even the 100, they haven't offered £100 million yet, but I've said even the £85 million, I said that was my kind of threshold. If that bid comes in,
Yeah.
you can reinvest that into a solid defence, give Son the number
It's
9
time.
shirt.
It's definitely
Just move
time.
on and reinvest it.
Yeah.
But now you kind of leave yourself on the back foot where it's you could lose him on a free. But then, I don't know, could he kind of propel you into a surprise, maybe, I don't know, Europa League push, maybe a cup pursuit in his final year?
No, I honestly see him moving. And also, I think if it happened when all the rumours were, what was it, Man U a couple of years ago, all the fans were against him for doing that. Whereas I think now a majority of our fans would be like, totally don't blame you. Like, go. Weeping, as we say that.
Yeah.
Blubbing.
Listen, players just walking out here. Guys, send us in your predictions into what you think this game will turn out to be. A few people in the chat, just a lost call, saying, do you guys watch any other sports in the UK besides football? Plenty of sports.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Give us some.
Oh, F1. I'm a motorsport girl.
There we go.
F1, MotoGP.
On Track GP as well. Make
Yeah.
sure you guys go click the link in the description. You can go subscribe to that as well.
Best place to watch
I don't
motorsport.
watch nothing.
It's football and football only.
Lads.
I don't like boxing. I don't like cricket.
Do you not?
No, none of that.
Plenty of people watch them though. I
Not
would
even
say. You've
MMA,
got
I don't
huge
know.
audiences here.
Yeah, of course I have.
So just
Boxing,
football.
rugby.
Just football.
Yeah,
Just football,
I
mate.
can't lie to you. I'm well, nah, let me not lie. I'm football. I like a bit of NFL as well.
I like darts.
I like a bit
I
of
don't class that as
NBA.
sport, really.
No, I don't. I mean, we probably should.
Do you know what it is? I think I just like competition in general. That's what it is. I think if I'm watching elite level competition, I could probably watch any sport.
Yeah,
Because
I
I
get
start
that.
thinking about, yo, what did it take for this guy to get this good?
Yeah.
How many years of practice? And then once I get, that's how I
You're
always
gone,
watch the
you're
Olympics.
lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's like you fall down the wormhole of this guy's been doing it for
Like
six-
athletics, you're
It's
like,
when
wow.
it's like boxing. I remember how I kind of started getting back into it. I thought Lomachenko. I heard this guy was doing line dancing and ballet dancing,
Yeah.
and that's how he's so good at moving. I was like, this is so
Damn.
fascinating, and it sends you down a wormhole,
Yeah.
and then now you're doing kind of research and all of this. But
Yeah, live sport is...
plenty of sports
Yeah.
you watch over here.
Okay,
Some
the
people are
yellow
sending in
team.
some predictions. Illy Cat says 5-5 scoreline. I'm not lying to you. If we get that, I would absolutely
It's
love
going to
that.
be a 7-6 or 8.
I hope so.
9 or something.
I
you know.
hope so.
I'm telling you now, it won't be a 0-0 draw.
No.
Martini says-
Absolutely no way.
Nah. Martini says 3-1 to Team Shevchenko. Just a lost call says the reason why he asks that is because we've got 4 major sports in America. That's true,
Yeah.
but do you know what the annoying thing about your 4 major sports in America are? They don't go anywhere outside of America.
No, that is it.
And
Yeah.
that's my annoyance. So sometimes when I hear like the Miami Dolphins are the world champions, I'm like,
The World Series.
you haven't played anybody outside of
yeah.
America.
I
How are you
mean-
the world champions?
Like, America is not the world.
Literally. So, but I do respect it because I enjoy some of those sports myself. NBA, NFL.
Yeah, NFL's definitely, especially because it's getting bigger over here.
Yeah.
You know, definitely.
Max says, yeah, same for me, Fuad. It's all about watching greatness for me. Just a Lost Call says, NFL is so much fun. While Saeed says, NFL is so mid. I love the contrast.
High standards.
I love the contrast.
A lot of my mates sort of got into the NFL. I never really got it.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what got me into it? It was just the pure aggression of it. So I got the Madden game once gifted to me on my birthday, and I was like, I've never played this, but try it.
Yeah.
And that taught me the rules a little bit.
Okay.
As you're kind of playing, you're like, okay, I think I'm starting to understand it a little more. And then I started watching it, and you realize in real life it's even more aggressive. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I can get behind this. This is like, this is full
This is great.
testosterone. And I was like, yeah.
I feel
It
alive.
involves a bit of violence, there's a bit of me. UFC, boxing, NFL, football.
I love it.
Let's go.
I think my nan
All
got-
action.
My nan got it for me when I was a kid because she thought it was football because it says football.
That's adorable.
And I put it on the side and then I put a glass on top of it, and that was the most expensive coaster I've ever had.
Wow.
Because it was just, that's it.
You really don't like it.
No, I didn't like it. No, I really didn't like it. I don't mind basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To
basketball.
be fair, I
sort
can,
of.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
understand though, because the NFL is a long game. It is. A
You're
lot of
committed.
stop-start
If you
as
start,
well.
you're committed.
It's
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah, it's
That's
a
what we're going to
very,
be like
very-
in the Premier League next year when they bring this extra time World Cup. World Cup extra time to the Premier League. That's what they're doing. The injury time. It's going to be like American football.
It's becoming more of a show, isn't it?
Yeah.
And here we are. I think the Ukraine national anthem being sung out in the stadium, while Robbie's belting out, I think, his own lyrics in his own stadium in the metaverse over there.
And what I gather, is it on the 24th minute that there's going to be like a minute silence? I think that's right. And so for fans to applaud, I'll double check, but I think on the 24th minute that's going to happen. Can I say something? The lady singing now, I thought that was Talisa. Is that her name? From N-Dubs?
Yeah, N-Dubs. Yeah. You see the similarities.
No.
Yeah. No, it's not her.
Who is it?
I don't know.
Is it? It might be a Ukrainian sort of pop star.
Grimble sends in a super chat. He says, does anyone watch F1 Supermax Verstappen the GOAT? Of course, you're our motorsport lady here.
Verstappen's not the GOAT.
I can't lie to you. I'm a very much a F1 casual, and I love me. Obviously, born in Holland, support the Holland national team, of course. So when I was kind of jumping back in, I saw Lewis was a 7-time world champion, and I went, you know what? Let me go and support the other side. And since then, we've been dominating, baby. Listen, Verstappen, the GOAT, baby.
You know what? I love everything about Hamilton and the legacy I could go on all day about this. The legacy he will leave and is leaving in the sport. But you can't deny how good Max Verstappen is doing in motorsport. However,
is he going to eclipse what Hamilton's done?
No, I don't think so.
Everyone has those spells. Like Vettel had that 4-year stretch with Red Bull where
and then the rules change. That's what it is. As soon as the regs change, whoever's the top guy
shifts.
Yep. And I don't see Max Verstappen. We had this discussion actually on the show, and if you put Max in a different car and had those challenges like a lot of drivers have had. Would he be as good? And I don't think he would. He's a great driver, but I feel funny kind of saying the words like Schumacher and the greats, and then Verstappen. Yeah.
Maybe too soon, isn't it?
Yeah. It's 100% too soon. It's only been.
Give it 2 or 3 more titles, and the conversation starts to.
And we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Because I remember Fernando Alonso as well was like in a period where it was like, as a driver, he's got to be up there with the greats, but just doesn't have enough of the accolades.
No. He's a great driver, and the fact that he's still racing now,
I love it.
40?
He's the OGs, man.
Yeah.
The OGs, man.
Yeah.
That's why I loved it even when Raikkonen came back years later with the Lotus. I was like, I love it when the OGs stick around, man.
There's just something about them, they're proper old school.
I'm a F1 old head. I was watching it when Schumacher and Hakkinen were.
But that's a good old days.
And then I
slightly dangerous
for years.
days.
And then when Vettel started dominating, I was like, this is boring again now.
Yeah.
And then Hamilton started
Feeling
dominating.
a bit boring
I was like,
now.
Forget about it. And now Verstappen, I was like, okay, we got a little something here.
It's quite, it's good at the moment. It's exciting at the moment. The middle of the grid is definitely.
Do you know what I think has helped it massively have a resurgence as well is
Drive to Survive.
Yeah. I, in a weird way, it has helped its new audience.
Do you know what? I'm not one of these motorsport F1 snobs that don't like Drive to Survive fans, because I think then that makes the sport elitist. It is anyway. And I think if it doesn't matter if you don't know who won at Silverstone in 1989. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. If you love a sport, however you got there, you love the sport, and that's it.
That was Nigel Mansell, by the way.
Mansell.
It wasn't. I don't know.
So you only know else.
I would. Do you know what?
That's going to be a secret F1 expert, then, isn't it?
I would have. If you only had carried on, I would have been like, oh my god.
He knows this shit.
Hello, you. Hello, silent one in the corner.
Yo, do you know what I love? I love the 3-piece suit they've given Ty in the metaverse.
Is that what you were laughing at then?
Honestly, I'm like, have they actually given Ty? They should have given him the Arsenal tracksuit, man.
Don't they look like his bodyguards? He's standing in the middle stretching out.
Or a boy band.
Go to the metaverse. Go click the link in the description down below and go and look at what we're looking at the TV. You've got Fat CJ and his bodyguards in the metaverse. Go and have a look. You know what I mean? Go and, as I said, go and span him. Fat CJ. Nicky said you look like Fat CJ.
That's amazing. Yeah, they look
Gabby
like a boy
Jesus
band.
in the chat as well. He asked, Rachel, who do you support? Do you want to tell him?
Oh, yeah.
I know you mentioned it earlier, but you might have not caught it.
Yeah, I'm a big old Spurs fan.
Come on, you Spurs. Come on,
Yeah.
you Spurs.
Randy boy.
If you'd asked me last season, I would have been really cocky when I said that.
Hold on, I just noticed a comment from Fuad Kadani's Army, who says Fuad would miss a penalty in a charity game. Yeah, I think this is in relation to a recent SDS video that's come out where I missed 2 out of 3 penalties. Basically, I hammered the first one down the middle.
You're great then, aren't you?
I tried to go top corner for the second one, and then the third one I kind of just shunted it a little bit.
Embarrassing, yeah.
Listen, I'm a centre back.
Okay.
Centre backs aren't supposed to take penalties. I was
Right.
just glad that
You're
I
a hero
the first
then.
one drilled it down the
Yeah.
middle. I was happy, but listen, Fuad Kadani's army. I need more positive PR, not this negative PR.
Slander.
Yeah, yeah. Come on, you're meant to be my army, not working against me. Yeah. Oh,
Okay, we're still singing in this game. I think we're singing another. I think we're singing another national
There's
anthem.
a lot of song going on right now.
Justin Goins says Fuad is perfect for the England national team. Then, isn't he? Hey, listen, learned something from Harry Kane over the years, haven't I? See Dida there.
Defoe. I saw him.
My
How many
God, man, there's so many.
Spurs are playing.
I think
Gallas?
I think Gallas, Defoe,
3, 2.
Sergei Rebrov. Let's not forget.
He
was
played
there
for
in
us.
the
He played
late
for us as
'90s,
well.
early 2000s.
What
Yeah,
team,
yeah, he
what
did.
team is he?
He is playing for Team Shevchenko.
Okay.
Yeah,
We
God, I feel like a traitor.
Cudicini as well. People forget he played for Spurs after he left
Yeah.
Chelsea.
We used to have a song for Sergei Rebrov.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Sing it.
Super Sergei Rebrov, we got him on a free. Before he went to Tottenham, he was better than Henry.
Oh,
Oh, that was beautiful.
love that.
Yeah, I can't remember the rest of the
And
word.
joining us now,
Hello,
we
Tom.
have Thomas Silverman. How are you, man? You
Okay.
good?
Yeah, really good to see you.
Hey,
Promote your microphone.
your mic's on the floor. Your mic's on the floor. They can't hear
Help, wouldn't it?
you. Yeah.
Really good to promote this game and got so many great players on the pitch. I'm very excited and
Forward to it. There's the old boy
on
Shevchenko.
there himself.
I said he's probably scored one of the nicest goals we've conceded. I said.
Nicest. That's beautifully
I
said.
can't lie to you because it's one of the few goals when people say like, "What's a good goal that Tottenham have conceded that you can remember?" And I just remember, was it 2007 in the FA Cup?
Yes.
From the right wing, he just cuts in on his left foot, going through like a long dry spell as well, and he just reminded everyone, nah. This is why I won the bloody Ballon d'Or.
This is how you do it.
Yeah.
I think you were. I think it was a game where you were about 2 or 3-0 up as
Yeah.
well. And we somehow thought it'd be Mourinho's first defeat at home, but
Pulled it back.
Shevchenko was there to
And
save
here
us.
we are. Kickoff is upon us. Guys, let us know your predictions in the chat and make sure you go and join the conversation with Robbie as well, exclusively in the metaverse today. VictoryLeagues.io. Click the link in the description. You can go and join him. Go and say whatever you want to him, to be fair. Him, Ty, and Lee will all be there answering your questions in an exclusive chat for the whole day, pretty much, throughout this whole stream.
Yeah.
Go and join the chat. Get involved.
And
Let 'em know.
Zinchenko said so you better do it.
There you go. There you go.
I
Game's
just
kicked
saw-
off now as
I
well.
need a tissue. I think I'm getting a cold. The rain, I was
kind of
like
out.
in and out of the rain. It was sun, rain, but I think I'm getting a cold now.
This is early August, and I've never seen the weather this ugly in England. I'll
The
be honest with
wettest July on record.
Well, it looks pretty bright at Stamford Bridge, doesn't it? But
you. Look, that's what's confusing.
It's wet outside.
Yeah, it's like,
Listen,
where are we?
But I'm seeing sunshine in Stamford Bridge.
I was standing at the door, right?
it's always sunnier where Chelsea are, eh?
No.
Never. I was standing at the door. The Uber Eats driver couldn't find the way to the studio,
Yeah.
right? So by the time I walked from here to the road, it was pouring down.
Yeah.
I got back to the door. As soon as I got back in the door, it went like that. It's bright sunshine.
That's just to, annoy you. I was going to say something
Yeah.
else then, but
But now
a
I'm
lady.
damp, wet.
Oh, we've got Yakubu playing. He must have been a late announced player.
Yeah, I never heard him playing when I was reading the names last week.
Yeah, well, just going through him 5 minutes ago, he certainly wasn't.
Kubu, Mark Noble.
yeah, I can see that.
Great to see, but I saw the metaverse just when I was just next door before coming on. It was absolutely packed. I mean, it's got so many people coming on to connect in the alternate
Are they
reality.
calling him Fat CJ?
Fat CJ?
I hope they are.
No, I hope they are. I hope they are.
But it's reality, Jim, but not as we know it.
God, we all sound old. It's
Probably.
reality, but not as we know it.
It's getting packed in
Yeah.
the stadium there, though. Look.
Yeah, it's a very
It's
good
wicked.
and halftime show, 25-minute halftime show.
Really?
Mel C. You've
It's
got
a
Mel
G.
C there. You've got Tom Grennan there.
Wow.
It's a really cool
Decent.
set coming, and Tom Walker there as well.
Okay.
So
Oh, cool.
got a really cool set, I think.
I've heard of half of them. Again, proves I'm getting older. It's like, yeah, I know them.
Yeah,
Emma Hayes.
legend. Michael Essien behind
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Love that.
Chelsea, old boy.
The Bison.
Yeah.
He was
What a
good, man. I really liked him.
How is he remembered amongst Chelsea fans?
He's a legend.
One of them where it's like unbelievable. Like people forget how good he was because he got injured and never came back the same. And
I almost remember that he replaced...
Is that Jimmy Floyd?
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Almost saw the first bit of magic in this game already with
Yakubu.
Yakubu rolling back
I
the
thought it was
years.
Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank.
I know, what a...
He's not even
Yakubu.
playing on that team, is he, Jimmy Floyd? He's playing on the other
Nah,
team.
he's playing on the other team,
Yeah,
I think,
all the kind of Chelsea,
I will be-
all the ones were linked
That
to
was-
Chelsea are in the blue team. So that's
Okay.
how I'm trying to...
My God, I can't lie to you. Yakubu still looks in great shape, man.
Yeah.
He's hitting the gym
I was
heavy, I
just
could
thinking
tell.
that then.
He must be like 50, looking like a unit.
And a lot of the Arsenal, lot of the Arsenal guys on the yellow team. Yeah, Wenger in today.
There he is.
Yeah, good to see him back on the touchline actually, and you know,
This is gonna be cool.
it's just fun to see. Like Gianfranco Zola, never got to see him play in his pomp, but today,
He was something, man.
wow,
Trust me.
He was
The
something.
days of him and Toriandre flow,
yeah.
if you know, you know.
when he had like,
Good Johnson.
yeah, it's Hasselbank and Johnson together, and
Nasty.
before Chelsea became really good as well, they were carrying us to European finishes.
Yes.
And, is that Mikel?
Ooh, a little bit of a wayward ball
Oh.
there.
Oh.
See, and this is what I love, because you see,
That's Shevchenko.
some of these guys are physically past it a little bit. So if you play the yard,
Yeah.
the pass a little bit too far, they ain't gonna get
They
that.
don't have that stamina.
Yeah.
That's the thing. No matter how
Lehmann,
great they were.
yeah. Jens Lehmann dashing
Jens Lehmann
out,
rolling
though.
out,
Good shape.
charging forward here. Yakubu getting the ball out wide, Clichy overlapping.
Yakubu's
He's making it look
really
easy.
Good, yeah.
Hey, Robert Pires still showing he got legs.
Marky Noble.
Oh.
Nobes.
Yeah.
Here's Zinchenko.
Oh.
Oh, overlap.
Oh, good save check.
Oh, I love Big Pete.
He looks in the same shape as he did when he was playing,
Yeah.
doesn't he?
Yeah.
Bakary Sagna there
Yeah.
too. I just see Gianfranco Zola. Look.
Oh, are they going to hit him on the counter here?
Look at this. Who is that?
It's hard to.
Andre.
Oof, 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 oof.
What a letdown.
Shevchenko will be disappointed with that one.
I'll tell you what, right? When I was a kid, I was given some tickets to go to a Champions League game at Wembley with the school.
That's cool.
It was Arsenal used to play the Champions League games at Wembley for some unknown reason. And they played Dynamo
Dynamo Kiev,
Kiev.
wasn't it?
And it was when Rebrov and Shevchenko played
We're
for
still
Dynamo
up front,
Kiev.
yeah.
He tore them a new one. And he's the fastest man I've ever seen
Yeah.
run.
Really?
Yeah, he was
Back then, yeah.
unbelievable.
I bet that was like quite poetic in a way, seeing him play.
He tore them to pieces at Wembley. He tore them to pieces. And Rebrov was good as well.
Yeah.
And Dynamo Kiev, I think, made the semi-final.
Yeah,
of the
they made a
Champions
deep
League.
Yeah,
run
they
in the
was
Champions League
a
that
big
year.
team that year.
That's what
least
really
once.
put him on the map, to be fair, and got him the big
Cross.
run to AC. Oh my God, here we go. First one.
Check.
Gilberto Silva almost taking the
Wow.
lead there, and Czech pulling off a big save there.
Yeah, good work, Czech.
One of those
Still got
balls.
that. Still got that old boy agility, yeah.
Yeah.
Gilberto's got to do
Big
better there. I'm
finishing
sorry,
there.
man. Sagna, that's a great ball, though, man. Nah, Gilberto, man, come on.
You don't know what you got till he's gone, though. Gilberto, what a player he was for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Never were the same after him, I don't think.
Do you know what it is? I think they just took very long to fill that position. Once Vieira, Silva, those kind of moulder players had left, I remember it was the Flamini's.
Yeah.
And they just couldn't.
Coquelins.
Yeah, they couldn't really plug that gap properly. But I remember I was saying earlier with you guys when you had Makalele and he had that kind of big impact. I remember Essien come in and seamlessly filled that gap for
Mikel.
like 2-3 years. Mikel came and took the lead after he got the injuries, and it was like, yo, how are they always able to
We
fill
ask
that
that
gap?
now, mate. DMs, we can't find one.
Hey, listen, you just got 2 now.
Or we can't pay for one.
Listen, you signed Leslie.
Yeah, Leslie Hugo Shukwu,
Yeah, and
Andre
Andre Santos you've got there. Give them the keys, man.
I'd like that. I was tweeting that the other day. Desperate to see them play, but interesting. Wonder whether
Will he play tomorrow?
I was going
Who?
to ask that myself.
Zinchenko?
Well, I would like to hope so.
I assume he's going to be on. He's not going to be on for all that.
For the whole
long.
game, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he could run around for half an hour.
I know.
You're not going to get injured, are you?
I think
Well.
24th minute. There's a round of applause for
Boom,
Ukraine.
I was right.
So maybe I think that might be the moment.
change, yeah.
Yeah, but it was.
It doesn't look like an aggressive game or anything like that at the moment. I don't think they've got the energy.
But,
God, I'm so ageist today. I couldn't even do half of what they're doing.
but unlike a
Feels like Team
soccer,
Zinchenko are dominating though. I can't lie to you.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Shevchenko's team get much of the ball.
Well, Shevchenko can't control it when it's passed to him. You know.
Right, I can't lie to you. Robert Pires is dictating tempo in this cam roll. Hey.
No.
Yeah, Robert Pires, though, he's got experience of playing for #United, doesn't he? In all those games.
Does he?
He
Wembley
played
Cup.
for them at the Wembley Cup.
I didn't know
Oh,
that.
snap.
United, yeah.
Oh,
So-
oh,
Oh!
Was
that's
that
the weakest shot I've ever seen.
Samueletto.
That's not what I expect from him.
He seems delighted with that, though. Did you see him?
To be fair,
buzzing?
Samueletto's just one of those smiling characters, isn't he?
Best day ever.
He wasn't. He played at Chelsea for one season, even. And I mean, he was not known for that era, but even then, he was absolutely brilliant.
Nah, didn't he do the old infamous old man celebration? Where he's holding the corner flag.
But you forget
was
that,
him, wasn't
he
it?
scored a hat trick that day.
Yeah.
He scored a hat trick that day.
They called him an old man, and he said, "All right, watch this.
I'll show you.
I still got this."
Yeah. When do you think the last time some of these players have actually played a game?
I think some of them do partake in quite
Yeah,
a few
they'll
charity
kick it.
matches.
Yeah.
To be fair,
They're in
yeah.
good shape, all of them.
I
It's
think
not like.
Zinchenko probably has pretty recently.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah, that was
I
weak.
think Peter Cech
Not enough
plays
spin on that one
hockey.
from
Plays
Wilshere.
ice hockey. Yeah.
He's a goalkeeper in a hockey team now.
for
Really?
Reading.
Pro.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
Reading.
he stopped being a
Reading,
technical
yeah.
director for Chelsea just so he could chase his hockey dreams.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, he just picked up hockey, or had always played hockey
Just-
alongside?
Well,
Czech
he's a goalie.
Republic's
Yeah,
known
it's
for ice
known for hockey, yeah.
So,
That and basketball, I believe.
Imagine
Yeah.
being great at more than one sport.
Ah,
Imagine.
South London.
True.
Oh, my God.
And again, he saves it.
Shevchenko missing a sitter there. It seems like 1v1
Gonna
with Czech
happen.
doesn't
there.
look like he's playing 100%.
No.
I was just about to say, South London's finest says no Zinchenko is a few weeks away from
Zinchenko
full
can barely
fitness.
move.
So I don't think
Okay.
he will be playing in the game
Eto'o-
tomorrow now.
Eto'o looks a bit out of shape as well. But
Oh, yeah, he's had a good
he's
Christmas.
pinged that though. Who's pinged that?
Massimo Otto, good touch.
Love that.
Bad pass.
No,
I feel
no.
like
Oh,
they're
guess to
waking
it.
up a bit now.
Come on, Andre.
Shevchenko.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Zola.
Samueletto.
Oh.
Too flat-footed there.
Oof.
Someone's here.
All right, that's a
nice
great
ball.
ball. Chest and finish.
Was offside.
Oh.
Was he offside? I
I
think.
think he just might be.
No, I don't think he was.
Good effort though.
Yeah, that was. They
Great
definitely picked up energy.
But like, a word for Andrei Shevchenko, by the way. What a life he's had. Football player, Milan, Kiev, Chelsea. Then went into politics, went into being MP in Ukraine. Then became the national team coach, and is now leading aid relief efforts for a war.
Oh, Zola's had to come off. I think he's hurt
Gianfranco
himself.
Zola.
Oh.
Claire
As we said,
Rafferty.
57
Rafferty,
years
let's
old,
go.
man.
I'm like,
It's
oh,
not
He's
easy.
an old man. That's what I was doing then.
10 minutes in, and unfortunately, he's pulled a hamstring. He's just had to come off.
Got some CFCW legends
That was
here.
me when we played in the Wembley Cup, the Claude Cup.
Yeah.
What, 10 minutes and you're done?
I warmed up.
Hey, warm up.
No.
Didn't even make it to the pitch.
No. I mean, at least you warmed
He
up.
was the motivator on the sideline instead, Nicky. Love it.
It was very hot.
Is that your excuse?
Yeah, it was
Rachel
very hot.
Yankee coming on. Jolyon Lescott coming on as well.
We've got Chelsea.
Some roll-on, roll-off sub. 10 minutes into the game.
There's Zinchenko.
Okay.
He's got a game tomorrow.
I reckon
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, 10 minutes is like nothing.
And Mudryk should be going off as well.
Wenger's loving it, yeah.
I'm not even sure Mudryk's on yet. I think Mudryk's...
He didn't start, did he?
No, I don't think he was starting. Wow, credit to Rachel Yankee. I think she's pregnant.
Yeah, I was going to say that, but
Is that a baby bump I just saw?
I was going to say that, but I didn't know.
Hey, yo. Every man needs to give
No,
her
no, no.
3 meters marking space.
Yeah.
No contact.
Mikhail
She looked
Silvestre
pregnant.
there.
Yeah, bro, from what I saw, that was a
Yeah.
baby bump.
That
Credit
looked
to
like
her,
a baby
but
bump, definitely.
Hey, man. Oh, back post here.
Oh,
Sanya just seen it out.
Well done.
like a
yeah.
6-month baby bump? I'm like obsessed now with that bump. I'm like,
Yeah.
you okay?
No.
Joko just smiling there. He's like, I don't know where that was going.
No, he's smiling, thinking, how am I here? How am I doing this? He's aged actually more than anyone, I would say, on that field.
He did look old.
Yeah.
Wish I'm
He
frank.
actually
But
looks
he's
like
got
my
he's
brother.
got the Chelsea Legends game against Inter Milan coming up.
Oh, really?
So he's he's got to shape up for that.
Wow.
You know, he seems like he's on the circuit, on the old Legends game circuit. So surprised at him a little bit actually, but maybe
Factory
lots of
Sanya getting used a lot on this right hand side. He's still got his engine, that boy.
Yeah, keep your distance.
Come on, Claire.
Oh, that's needs to be better
Where's
there.
Rachael Yankee? Sorry,
Yeah.
not Rafty. Yeah.
Shevchenko here coming away.
Yeah, I wonder
Do you know
if
what? They
she's
did
pregnant.
look like a baby bump.
Yeah.
Here we
I
go.
might have
I don't
that.
think she should be playing.
That's really dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
On that. Ooh. Samuel
And
Eto'o.
Samuel
what a
Eto'o
player.
almost looking like he's pregnant too.
I was just about to say he's got his own baby
I'm
bump.
glad you said that. Glad you said that. Ready
Listen,
to
man,
pop
I
any
tried to
day.
ignore it for the first 10 minutes, man, but yo, it's looking crazy.
So I've got to say it. I've got to say it. Man has relaxed
Yo,
of
fair
late.
play, man. Listen, after 40, if you can maintain
Yeah.
your fitness, legends,
If
man.
you can be bothered.
Do you know how
Literally.
disciplined you have to be
Yeah.
from
Bro, I'm getting
sort of
older
the
now.
age of
Come on,
6
Joe.
to
I can't be-
35?
Oh.
To the age of 35, 36, man. No wonder Neil Shipley went the way he did.
Do you guys remember that Eto'o for Ibrahimovic swap deal? How crazy that was.
Oh my God, yeah. Samuel Eto'o plus 69 million for Ibrahimovic. I mean, come on. The
And
guy's just
Eto'o-
won a bloody treble. Left your club and then won another treble. How that?
Yeah, first man to win Champions League with 2 different clubs in 2 different years, I think.
Oh, really?
Samuel Eto'o, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Ibrahimovic has 1 year. Pep doesn't particularly like him, and he's
He never
shipped
won it,
off.
did he?
Ibrahimovic never won the
Never
Champions
Never won the
League.
Champions League, yeah.
Oh.
I think Pep wanted to play him on the wing and Messi in the middle, and Zlatan didn't have the facilities for that, so
Yeah.
he was
Got
off.
shipped out very quickly.
Politics, eh?
Wow,
Don't think you've got the facilities for that, big man.
that's it. But,
Go and join the metaverse. Robbie's in there watching the game. He's along with Ty and Lee. Go and give them some grief. Look, have you ever played Grand Theft Auto San Andreas? We were saying this before you come on
I
here.
played Vice City.
It's
not gonna help,
got to be
is it?
San Andreas. It's got to be San
Vice
Andreas.
City's the GOAT. That's the thing.
No, San Andreas was the
Had
goat,
CJ.
right? But there was this part in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas where you could go to the gym and become really
Yeah.
muscly, but
Not
you could
like
go
me.
to the. But you could go to the.
Oh, Perez here,
Oh.
Yakubu.
Oh,
Oh, it's gone too far wide and he's
You
just
could go
offside
to the
actually.
fast food shop
Yeah,
and eat burgers and get fat,
yeah.
and that's what Robbie looks like, fat CJ.
I really want to see like a picture or something.
Can you pull up a
Just
picture of
look
fat
at-
CJ?
Yeah.
Good old Emma Hayes getting interviewed on the
I'll
sidelines.
have a number 9.
Well, let's
a
just
number
remember
7
what he's looking like
large.
here, right?
Yeah.
A number
Yeah.
3.
It's even the jeans and stuff. Even the jeans look like it.
I'm trying to with the jeans. I didn't know if that was like
Jogging bottoms.
yeah, like string in his man area.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking
I
at.
hope
right
so.
now.
Man, I'm all wearing the gazelles.
What was that?
You know, that's the Green Street uniform.
It's like the Men in Black caught an alien.
But Robbie's waiting for you in the metaverse. He's waiting for you.
I'll be over there. Yeah, get
It's
over to the
wicked.
metaverse.
Yeah.
Click the link in the description down below. Go
There's
and
a lot
see
of
what's
people
going on
in there, though.
Yeah, there is a lot
Yeah.
of people. It's filling up. They're all dancing, all running around like lunatics.
All in their yellow and blue shirt, and you can pick a team.
Yeah.
Pick a team. to-
Yakubu on the edge.
Oh, I say, Peter Cech. Been playing a match so far.
Yakubu's busy. He's trying to get his. He's showing these man, listen, you lot might be overweight, but not me.
Yeah, I
still
still got
got
it.
this.
Yeah.
Petr Cech rolling back the years as
There is
well.
no backlift in that shot as well. That is pure venom.
It's like I'm back in 2012.
Oh, he's floating the back post. Oh, what a save from Czech there.
It's like I'm back.
I like that.
It's like I'm back in 2012. Petr Cech saving everything that moves. It's just it's glorious.
He hasn't lost it at all, is he? But again, you're not.
Sign him up. Sign him up for the Chelsea.
Oi. I thought I was going to see a nice heavy challenge there. Samuel Eto'o looking to spread the play.
Good play.
Nice.
Bit too slow, to be fair.
I thought it was Peter Andre then.
I literally.
He's on the circuit. He's on the circuit.
Yeah. He's written a book, hasn't he? Or made a film, something like that.
But here we
Oh,
Mysterious
come on.
girl, move your body close to me. Come on, move your body. Come on, move your body.
Oh wow, you're still a fan, aren't you?
Only the goats know the X Factor audition, man.
Oh, the X Factor auditions, right? Yeah.
Come on, move your body.
I'll have 2 number 9s. A number 9 large.
But
Number
honestly,
6 with extra
You're
dip.
amusing yourself again, aren't you?
To
We
number
can literally turn the
45.
lights off in here. And
No,
you're
do you know what it
still
is? It's because someone wrote it out perfectly in the,
really?
in the comments. Whenever I see it, I've just got to do it in the voice. Oh, man.
That's amazing.
but get yourself into the metaverse.
And a large soda.
For that halftime concert, it's brilliant. They've got some really, really cool acts. So it'll be fun, that will be.
It looks like Ty's gone to heaven. What's going on with lighting?
England v Nigeria. He's
does look a bit
excited.
like- God bless his soul.
He can't hide his excitement. England v Nigeria.
He's probably
Monday.
calling Man United players cheats by now. Go and have a look.
Yeah.
Because we can't hear it.
If you were over there in the metaverse, what outfit would you have wanted? Do you think Robbie asked for like?
No, they definitely didn't ask. They definitely didn't pick them.
Let's go.
I mean, Ty's wearing
Eto.
a cap, though.
Come on,
I
Sammy.
definitely think he asked for a cap.
Yeah, he would have
yeah.
asked for a cap.
He's wearing a cap.
A cap and a 3-piece suit with some gazelles. Interesting choice.
You know.
Lee
Personally, I
look,
would've-
look at the way Lee's smiling. He's like that man. La 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 la.
No, I think Ty's excited to see Wenger back on the touchline, of course.
Of
after
course, yeah, of course.
the- back on the touchline and not a Wenger out in sight, you know. That's the thing.
Oh, my God. Yakubu
Oh.
just blew past Otto.
I think the chick saves again.
Equal to it.
He's
No, I
way
can't lie
too
to
good
you.
at
Yakubu's doing a
saving.
selfish thing now. He needs to look for his teammates.
Yeah, good point.
Every time he gets near the box, he's just
He's
like,
like,
you know
"This
what, I'm
is
having
me."
a shot.
It's like the game for Yakubu at the moment, not the game for Ukraine.
Here we go.
Oh, here we go. 1-2 on the edge.
Red, bruv.
Jack Wilshere.
Oh,
No.
Oh.
Robert Pires. Out wide here. Oh!
I thought that was Sergei Rebrov on there.
Nah,
Marky
Mark Noble
Notes.
was 16.
Mark
Marky
Noble.
It
Notes.
was 16
I
Noble.
know that was Noble, but I thought the one in the middle was.
11 was Wilshere, I think.
you know we're talking about the legends that.
Oh, it's corner.
Oh, yeah.
That is a corner, isn't it?
Comes off Serginho there.
Yeah, you know we're talking about the legends that are on the pitch. Where would you put Noble? I know he's like only left a few years ago or a year ago.
Top.
Really? Really?
Ah, I
Yeah, but
wouldn't
that is.
expect
Are you being
nothing less.
biased?
Of course. I
Okay.
support West Ham.
Yeah.
He's
okay.
Mr. West Ham. He's
Okay,
the
well-
it's the top. It's the very top of that legends list.
It's one of those questions that you know.
Do you think he's gutted that West Ham have gone and won the Conference League after a year or two after he retired?
No. Nowhere near gutted.
He was on the
I watched
coaching
him.
staff, right? Is he on the coaching
Yeah,
staff?
he works at
Yeah.
the club, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Flick.
Here you go.
Just on the edge here. Team Zinchenko, can't lie to you, seem like they're not.
Yakubu
Looking good.
again.
Oh,
I'm telling you, bro, you gotta look up. At some point, he's doing the World Cup thing where he's just doing missing chances and just going
Play it,
Look
play
at
it.
this
chewing
here.
that gum.
here we
The
go.
counter's here now.
Let's see this.
Canteen Shevchenko hit them.
Can they do this?
On the edge, Samuel Eto'o screaming for it.
Come on, Andre.
Floats it.
Oh,
To who though?
No.
I know Claire
No.
Rafferty's there, but it wasn't a
It wasn't
scoring
a
position
scoring
for her.
position, yeah.
I know we're only 20 minutes in, but we did think this would be a game of goals so far.
Hey,
But
listen.
we're only
check's
20
spoiling
minutes
it.
in.
Maybe once the first goal's in, the rest will
That's the
come flying in.
bandstand. You see the bandstand there?
Quite
That's
that's
pretty
what
cool.
she said. To what you just said.
Bandstand.
Wait, why am I seeing people playing tag
Yeah,
on the field?
Yeah, they can run around and stuff in there.
Hey,
I'm like, yo.
Don't diss people in the metaverse with their new friends.
I swear on my
alright?
life, right, when we was watching it,
Hey,
right,
someone's got dreads
I thought
like me.
Someone clotheslined someone as they was running along. I thought they did.
Love it.
Feels like the Hunger Games. Them
What
three watching above
That-
them.
it does.
Two coaches,
Yeah.
two coaches having a little chat there.
a little chin wag.
I've never seen that.
Emma Hayes looking at Wenger's tactics like, yo, what you
Yeah.
got for me?
That's what I'd do. I'd totally cheat. But again, I'm not.
Is it one of them they want to give everyone some minutes, their moment in the sun, and it's like can't forget someone, or it's one of them, isn't it? Like
So that's wonderful. Again, I couldn't do that. I'm quite like,
you want to win.
yeah.
Chris UJ says Ty is going off in a chat on the metaverse.
Oh, really?
What's he saying?
I can see him.
Someone's put
Looking like
Wenger
the Holy
out.
Spirit.
I know exactly what he's talking about. He's talking about some Man United player being some cheat.
Someone's put Wenger
See,
out in the
Lisandro,
chat.
that foul, he should
Oh,
be red card, suspended for 6 months, and not allowed to play. You shouldn't have slide tackle like that in pre-season.
But time, mate, it's a charity game, and none of them are going to be playing, are they?
It's
Say
all
that
about
again?
Chazza.
No, I was just responding like, oh no, suspend him anyway. No, I was on with him for the England women's versus China last week, and the fact that it's England v Nigeria is extremely exciting for Ty. I mean, we tried to pin him down. We tried to say, who are you supporting? And he would not give anything away. I think he's coming
Sitting on
to
the fence.
watch along as a Nigeria, obviously in a Nigeria shirt, because obviously full of England fans. But he's saying no. I'll be happy whoever goes through. But
It's a no-lose situation for him.
I think Pinocchio. I think he's definitely got a side, but I don't.
Surely everyone's got a side deep down.
He sides Nigeria, without a doubt.
Do you think? Well, we'll see if we can get it out
Cross.
of him.
Good head.
But yeah. Been impressed with Mark Noble. I know he's only retired a couple of years ago, but dominating that midfield.
25 minutes in, almost 25 minutes in, sorry, still no goal, but Team Zinchenko looking like they're the only ones attempting to score today.
That have
Team
turned up.
Shevchenko camped up in their half, 11 players pretty much behind the ball.
Looks like
No,
Zinchenko.
this is not the idea. Wait,
Looks
Wenger, who's managing?
So Zinchenko is Wenger ball, and then Emma
okay.
Hayes' team's playing like
This
Mourinho
explains,
ball.
yeah, okay, this explains it, yeah.
It's giving me that vibe, like an old Arsenal Chelsea.
Here we go.
It's-
On the counter now. Can
Come
he
on.
get something? It's 4v3.
Come on.
Make this exciting.
Oh,
That's it.
Jolion
Sweet.
Lescott sprays it to Eto.
Come on, Sammy.
No, that shimmy ain't gonna
back.
work now.
Man
Oh,
up.
he's lined it up!
Oh, put it in.
Ah, Shevchenko, you gotta be hungry.
That was good though.
It was good, wasn't it? He needed that.
Can't lie to you, Jolion Lescott created that. He drove up the pitch, spreaded it wide, gave him the layoff as well. Look, that's clean.
Yeah.
He's
Got to
go
finish
that
that.
way. He's got
Yeah,
to bend it
either
in the
corner
corner.
there.
There was a free man out on the other side of the box. But
Do you know what? I just realised why Shevchenko pulled out of that as well. The man mountain, Wes Morgan, was there running at him. I'm not sure many people
Man mountain.
would go jumping into a 50-50 with him,
We're
to
going
be
to
fair.
have the minute silence
Absolutely
now.
not.
minute of
Yeah,
applause.
24th
yeah.
minute now. Minute applause
Like
happening
that.
at Stamford Bridge, of course.
Yeah, it's lovely.
It's a moment.
And there, of course, everybody getting involved in the... Yeah, everybody in the metaverse doing their clap moment as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really
Love
good
that.
to see.
Well done, guys.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, this game's all to help rebuild Ukraine.
yeah.
It's
I think they're starting with a school
That's
on,
right, yeah.
on the eastern side that was hit the first day of the war,
wow.
4th of March 2022.
4th of March.
So, you can talk about war and everything, but there are children whose schools have been blown down, and this game is all about rebuilding those and rebuilding the future for a country that's had a pretty difficult year and a half, and that's probably the understatement of the century.
Yeah.
So,
That's amazing.
I remember going to Frankfurt last year in May, and there was just floods and floods of refugees coming in, and
from Ukraine.
yeah, from Ukraine, yeah, all on the trains, and
Wow.
it was hard to see. It was
Yeah, I
really
can
hard
imagine.
because some of them, they didn't know whether they was going to see their families again. They'd left their families, they'd left their mums, they'd left their dads.
It's heartbreaking.
Yeah,
Well, look at, sisters that have been in your brothers and sisters split, husband and wives split, siblings, families. And it's, all I would say is if you see in your day-to-day life, and I see around London all the time, if you see a Ukrainian around, just ask how their family are doing, wish them luck. It doesn't cost anything to be warm and empathetic
And kind.
about such a horrible situation. And
Oh,
Hobbs is
a little
giving
bit of
it one,
triangles
too.
coming in
God
from
knows.
Team
There we go.
Zinchenko.
Oh, Lord.
Bakary Sani on the
Sanya.
Oh, just dribbles past the left and it's
Offside.
Was
offside.
that Noble?
Noble is running this game.
Yes,
Noble is
my
right. I
money's
told you.
not on
Brilliant, isn't
Noble.
Look at him.
Marky Noble.
Yeah, my
it's
my money's
onside.
not on him.
Just, I think he's just a hairpin
I think he's
offside.
just off.
I
I'm
don't
with
think
you,
so.
Fuad, yeah.
Come
I
off the
don't think
deflection, so it's going to be a corner, to be fair.
See, Rachael.
They give offside.
No.
You guys
Oh,
have-
yeah.
I want to see now, but Shevchenko, come on, Andre.
Oh, he's just,
I can't never forget the excitement when we signed him for 30 million big ones back in 2007.
You
Wow.
thought you got the...
I thought we got guaranteed goals, mate, but
But to be fair, do you know what it did
Oh.
do? it raised the levels of Didier Drogba.
It did.
You can't deny that.
He
And I think
got
the first
there.
2 seasons, Drogba had game, you could see, but he
Yeah.
didn't have the goals. And then when Shevchenko came, it almost like
He
gave
won
him
the
the kick
golden
up the
boot.
ass.
The
There
first
you go.
season,
As
that
soon as
when
he
it was.
and Shevchenko was actually looking like the flop. It was like, why did we even bother
You
signing this
need
guy?
competition, don't you, sometimes?
100%. And I remember that Drogba just went a different
Yeah,
level.
he
And then he
did.
started getting
He
the
did.
clutch goals the year
Yep.
after. Then the 09-10 season, let's not forget that.
That was just
Drogba became a monster for the next like 4 or 5 years. And I always say, people should
Shevchenko.
say thanks to Shevchenko.
I think we tried it again. We tried it again with Fernando
Oh.
Torres, and it didn't quite work
That was
for
good.
obvious
Yeah.
reasons. But with Shevchenko, you're absolutely right. It was.
Do you know what it is with Torres? Torres should have stayed at Liverpool, I felt like. Benitez, I will always blame for Torres' downfall.
And the
I felt like
injuries.
the injuries he had in that last year, he just kept playing him so much. And Torres still kept playing through those injuries. But I think it
Yeah.
Because you want to
ended up
play, don't you? You don't want to.
he was such a player, like you can see the difference Shevchenko now, how he looks
Yeah.
without pace. Some players
That's really
are so
well said. Yeah.
like Torres was one of those players relying on pace. Let's be honest, his
Yeah,
finishing got
yeah.
him. It got him into those positions to finish.
Yep.
But once he started to lose that at Chelsea, and I always say when a player changes his hairstyle as well. When he went bald, said, yeah,
Say it,
man.
yeah.
All the
Depression,
magic is
yeah.
gone,
Done.
man.
It was
It's like
depression
Cut it off.
central. That
Lukaku,
was.
when he cut the dreads off, all of a sudden he started to become a bit sluggish. Touch was heavy.
It's the dreads.
You don't remember
Nobody
dreadlock
can.
Lukaku? Woo!
So you're never going to cut your
It was. It
dreads
was.
off ever.
Cinemagic.
Yeah,
Cinemagic.
yeah.
Oh, Andrei Shevchenko is having a
He's
breather.
like, I'm done.
Yeah, I think
I'm the star here. I'm
think
having a
he's
breather.
done.
I mean,
it's
trust
Jermaine
me.
Defoe.
Trust me.
I forgot
I
that.
played
Back
that.
post, Eto.
Oh.
I know sometimes we look at these guys and think, yeah, they should be able to run around. Trust me, I played at the Tottenham Stadium.
You're comparing yourself right now.
last season. No, trust me, I'm younger than all these guys. So I
Yeah.
should be able to. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
no, that's true.
I'm telling you, half an hour in, I was like, you know what? I got a newfound level of respect for Emerson Royale because he's bombing up and down.
Yakubu!
Oh.
Check again.
Yeah, the fitness. To imagine a whole game, the fitness you need, the amount of running you do.
Trust me. Even do you know what I loved this preseason that they've done? Have you seen those little cameras that they've attached to like Tielemans and
Yeah,
Bruno
yeah.
Guimaraes, where you get the player's perspective
That's
in
wicked.
the game? And
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god! Now you see what these players
Yakubu
go through.
again.
The hard yards. Yakubu has had about 9 shots with none of them going in. I'm sorry, but his sofa score rating better be a 3.2 or something.
The thing is, you can start,
Checks.
you're starting to see his teammates getting frustrated with him.
And Busi Gameday says, present check better than prime Kepa.
Oh, I always get
That's a
asked.
What do you
Statement.
say, Tom?
Oh man, I was on the other day. I had Laurie talking about better than Kepa, Mary Earps, better than Kepa. It's like, I don't know. You know, he was registered for us 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, I remember that.
We had a
That was
shortfall.
so funny.
We just
Technical
locked him in the
director.
squad.
Embarrassing, in my opinion. Clarence Seedorf there, just missing.
Oh, Carly Telford. What's she coming on
And
outfield?
Ralph
Ah.
Little.
Carly
I'm
Telford
sorry,
coming on
but-
outfield. You've got to love that. England and Chelsea, former England and Chelsea
That's pretty
goalkeeper,
good.
and
Yeah.
class act.
Surprised they haven't got. Is it Mark Wright? That used to do loads of football.
Soccer.
Yeah,
he used to
yeah.
do a lot of
I'm
that.
surprised they
What
haven't.
about? What's he doing these days?
I don't even
Heart
know.
106.2 probably.
Probably something like that, yeah. But there was always those soccer aid kind of legends.
Ollie Mers.
What's his
Connie
name?
Mers.
Kem
Robbie
from
Williams.
Love
Yes,
Island has
yes.
become that now.
Robbie Williams on every.
Yes.
I think he created soccer.
and
Aid,
Jason
Robbie Williams.
Wilkins.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You can tell.
And for some reason,
Usain Bolt.
what's the geezer from the royal family with the beard?
Ralph Little.
Ricky Tomlinson.
Oh, Ricky.
Oh, it's a goal!
Is it onside? No, it's onside. Jack Wilshere almost thought he took the lead there half an hour in, but no, it is offside.
Hungry
Let's
for
just
the
have a look at
season,
that
Jackie
again.
Wilshere.
And that's
Hey, that's look, he's offside.
Nowhere near offside.
Hey, where's VAR? What a ball that is as well. Oh man, goalkeeper caught in no man's land. Petr Cech.
He thought.
Come on, lad.
Czech thought it was offside, I think, as well.
And the 31 minutes for Jack Wilshere's surpassed his West Ham record. So
Yeah.
well done. He's officially played for the Ukraine or
Who would've thought
Team
it?
Zinchenko for longer than he's played for West Ham.
Oh,
So
Katie Chapman on as well. 4.
So have they actually
So
ruled it out?
weird. Ralph
Where's
Little.
VAR, man? Come on, just because it's a charity game.
I was going to say, is there VAR on this game?
No VAR on this,
there
unfortunately.
won't be.
But should be 1-0 there. Onside, in my opinion. Jack Wilshere giving him the 1-0 lead, but goal disallowed.
I don't know about
0-0
you.
it remains.
I don't know about you guys, but you can definitely tell these guys are former pro players. Unlike Soccer Aid, where sometimes you can see a little bit of.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
The pass, the touches, and things like that. You can definitely see the difference, man. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm telling you now.
class.
Guys will be doing 3-4 touches just to control the ball. Come on, man.
Even in their current state, if you went on a football pitch, you
On a
would
five
not
side.
go nowhere near them.
No.
Hey,
Yeah,
no.
good
You
point.
wouldn't get
I
nowhere
remember
near them.
If you know what
Culture
you're-
Cams, who I do a podcast with, he said he played with Jody Morris, I think on like a five-a-side pitch, I think about a year ago or something like that. And Jody Morris is now, I don't know, nearly 50 or whatever.
Okay.
And they're all fit as a fiddle, 20s, you know. Yeah,
We're like,
we
yeah,
can
we
do
got
shit.
this.
Calm, man. He was not moving, but the way he was just zipping the ball around,
Yeah.
it was all
Yeah, I
IQ. And that's when you realise,
Joe Cole?
now these guys are
Joe
4
Cole?
or 5 brackets ahead of your
So it
regular.
goes back to what you're saying. Like, if you've got that
Oh.
skill, that technique,
You don't
you
lose
don't
it.
lose it.
You don't lose it. It's the physical is
Yeah,
what you lose.
it's that-
But
yeah, the physical, the
brain,
fitness side of
touch,
it.
The
Yeah.
footwork, you never
Ha.
lose that.
Mexican
And there
wave.
goes the inaugural Mexican wave around the stadium.
I mean, they
Never
look like they're
thought
having
I'd
a
see the
great
day.
time.
Stamford Bridge, Mexican wave, unbelievable.
Clarence Adolf. Oh, I thought he was going to line one up there. Samuel Eto'o. I'm sorry. Samuel Eto'o and Yakubu today. Guys, we need more. Hit it!
Oh! Say, Layman.
Still hungry
Still
for
on.
Still on.
Still on. That was Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank.
Floyd.
That's why he couldn't save it. I told you a lot about the power.
Love him. I love him, man.
Aye.
Here we go.
John Arnorisa just getting it out. Yeah. Team Shevchenko now getting back in the game.
Now
Shevchenko's
Shevchenko's
Shevchenko.
off.
Floyd
Come on.
Hasselbank. Oi.
Both keepers looking really sharp.
Good
Yeah.
handling.
Very well said. They are, aren't they?
Jens Lehmann.
Maybe you don't lose your kind of
Looking sharp.
instinct, do you?
He's got a haircut
Oh,
like
caught in
Doc Brown.
possession there.
Oh.
Someone's boots come off.
Like who?
Like Doc Brown.
Oh, yeah.
Haircut like Doc Brown, isn't he?
What's happened there? Is it someone's
Jack
food?
boots
Wilshere?
come off, yeah.
That's his leg. Jack Wilshere's
It
leg's
wasn't
come
his
off.
leg.
Oh, here we go.
Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. What a player he was.
Oh, this is mad even saying that, isn't it? That he's like playing now.
Gianfranco Zola for me. I mean,
Yeah,
I
so-
just missed
yeah.
him like by about a year. My dad still tells me I'm mesmerised by him. So.
Yeah, seeing those legends.
Surprisingly, it is 0-0 after 35 minutes.
That's mad.
Wow. But do go and check out the Metaverse. The halftime show is coming up. It's 25 minutes. Who is it, Tom?
So we have definitely there's a post-match show, but I know we got.
Oh, good turn,
God.
Defoe!
Lovely turn. Oh my God. Clarence Seedorf popping a lovely ball to Jermaine Defoe there.
Someone's going to get a goal
Almost dinked Jens
soon, I
Lehmann.
feel the goal's going to happen
It's warming up,
soon.
you see, as the fresh legs come on, as the
If you
tired
pause
legs
that
gets
there,
exposed.
Jermaine Defoe in that position. I'll bet my house on that. I'll
Aye,
bet
aye,
my
aye.
house on that going in.
So we
Ooh.
got half-time. And I want to be in the metaverse to see Robbie's shapes. I want to see Robbie and Lee Judges throw
Yeah, they better
throw
dance.
some shapes.
Yeah, I want to see dance.
Oh, no good save by
So
Tim.
we got Pete Doherty,
Yeah.
Boombox, we got Tom Walker, and then we got Ukrainian singer Andrei Kilniuk. And I apologise, my pronunciation will not be there, but my Ukrainian friend will grill me after the stream, I'm sure. And then we got Tom Walker singing "Leave a Light
Joe
On."
Cole! Oh,
Oh, he's
And,
got Tom Walker. I'm showing my age.
Just got me here. You know the song "Leave a Light On."
Tom
Yeah.
Brennan.
Well, but Tom Walker. Tom Grennan is coming after the match for the
Right.
post-match
Okay,
show.
okay.
It's a 35-minute halftime break.
That's
so
crazy.
A little bit NFL vibe.
I was going to say that, yeah.
But-
Very American.
35-minute half-time break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very.
Oh, wow.
Isn't
Okay.
everyone going to
So
be
it's gonna
like
a
proper
full
relaxed?
halftime show.
Yeah.
Oh,
NFL vibes, definitely.
Yeah, bringing the entertainment.
But I want to see Robbie, Ty, Lee. I want to see them throw their,
they better.
get some dance moves. I'm not having no standing there.
No.
You want to see some Millie Rock?
I do.
I've come all this way. I want to see dancing.
Look at that. How is he
Wait, they're in the
missed that?
metaverse. They're not even on the same universe as us.
So
Like,
there's no excuse.
no excuse.
No, none.
You know.
Clichy and Wilshere there.
What
almost
happens in
linking
the
up.
metaverse stays in the metaverse.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like,
It's not just a rumour, it's true.
it's true. It's
at him.
true. So.
Metaverse.
I want to go out clubbing with that dude. If I still clubbed.
Get into the
Been a while.
metaverse and I don't know, like connect with him. I don't know. Is that how it works? I don't know.
Oh,
Connect
lovely
with-
dummy there.
Jimmy Floyd.
Oh.
Yeah, Seedorf's awake now.
Yeah, I was going to say they've woken up.
Joe Cole's
Go on,
looked
Jimmy.
good too.
Hey, Jimmy's fake.
Oh, wow.
It's frustrating.
You do feel like someone's
This-
going to get that first goal. Someone's going to break
Robert Perez
this.
keeps trying to launch the counter.
I reckon it might be half-time 0-0, then finish like 4-4, something like that.
Okay.
Noble? Smash it, Nobes.
I was hoping
Smash
he
it,
would.
Nobes.
No, he's
he
Nobes is
let
trying to
you
play
down.
the
Can't look,
playmaker
it's
role
through,
today.
look.
Oh my God, he's there!
Oh,
Nobes! There you go. First goal of the day, Mark Noble. It is 1-0 to Team Zinchenko.
That's how you finish it, boys.
Yeah.
You know what? You called that one. Fair play. You saw that run the whole time.
Yeah.
Wide open in the
Oh,
penalty
brilliant.
box.
What's
Easy as you
Cech
like.
doing there, though?
He's
Hey.
there. He's there.
After 7 different attempts from Yakubu, Mark Noble finally gives a breakthrough.
And a Wenger team's finally scored a goal at Stamford Bridge.
Wow.
Typical Wenger move that as well. Starts there, goes out wide, comes back in.
Oh, that might have been more offside
No.
than the Jack Wilshere one, but
Loved that though. Went round the keeper.
That was a good
Composure.
goal. That was a very good goal.
Composure. that.
So composed. I love it.
Wicked
Yeah.
foot finish as well. Plus 5 points for that.
Class.
5 points to Gryffindor.
Ralph Little, come on.
That's so weird to see Ralph Little there. It's
Innit?
like, get out of the way.
That must be the worst thing when you've just come on and you're the one scored on.
I was going to be there.
And you know they're East End boys as well, so they'll probably see each other. And be like,
Oh, yeah,
gotcha.
Surely a 35-minute half-time, they're all going to really
get
relax
cold.
too much. Yeah. And their muscles and... I mean, I'm no footballer.
Be walking football in the second half.
Mind you, I think that's probably why they've made the squad so deep. Because second half, you probably won't see a lot of the faces you see in the first
Careful
half.
of injuries as well after
Yeah.
a 35-minute break.
Wilshere.
I mean, Jack Wilshere's
Maybe
still
they'll
on
be all
30,
out there
isn't
dancing. I don't know.
I
Like,
think he's 30.
he? Yeah.
He might just be 31.
Is that all?
Yeah, Jack Wilshere retired like very early on. I think 29, 30 he was.
29, I believe he was. It's because his legs were made of Weetabix.
Yeah. Soggy.
Yeah, unfortunately. Oh my God. 1v4 here. Jermaine Defoe.
Jermaine Defoe.
I know you could do it. This
Come
is
on,
this is
Defoe.
Arsenal v
He's gonna-
Spurs.
outside of the foot,
Clichy
really?
cooked.
Jermaine
there we
Defoe.
go.
How did he miss that? How?
Good save, I think. Good save there from Jens Lehmann. Defoe's looking at him like, bruv, I used to pack you in, you know.
hate to say it as a Chelsea fan, but I love Jermaine Defoe. What a player.
Hey.
Oh, yeah, that
Yeah,
was
good save.
Lensman. Yeah.
What a player, Jermaine Defoe.
Hey, what kind of layoff is that, man? Come on.
Good to see Katie Chapman get there.
Robert Perez trying to launch the counter again.
He's pretty
Oh,
good
Oh,
on
Jack
line.
Wilshere trying to
He's
show
got
the legs.
speed.
Jolyon Lescott said nope.
Not even that.
There's some dude in the metaverse having a real dance.
He's
around
raving.
there.
He's like body popping, isn't he?
Look at that.
Pump it up.
Come in and join this dude. Come in and join this man. Robbie is waiting for you in the metaverse.
He is waiting for you, but I think it's what you call shaking your cake.
Shaking your cake.
I can feel another goal here before half time.
Yeah.
Oh,
It'd be good if there was.
it's just people running into the walls.
Axel says
I
Martin's.
just thought we did. Oh my god.
Yeah, sprinting right across the field, going called Robbie a fat CJ.
Yeah. Running back, body popping.
Yeah, he's having a
Oh, that's
Oh,
A rock.
Clarence Seedorf.
how
Wow.
amazing.
Hey, rolling
1-1
back
before
to years.
half time. That
Even
is
Joe
brilliant.
Cole is saluting
That
from the
is-
bench.
That's
He
a-
said a toast
Wow.
to you, Seedorf.
That's a
toast.
rocket.
That is.
Right, we got any water?
God, Lee, boy.
Right in there.
Sorry?
Right, we got any water?
Or his Jim, I think.
Look at this rocket. Look at
Wow.
this.
Absolutely spun him. Weaker foot. He said, yeah, see you later, mate.
Wow.
Robert Perez, go and fetch me that drink from the shops. What?
Water.
That is what you call
That's amazing. That goal.
class is permanent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
wait, look at the
Class
metaverse
is
now. look.
permanent.
That's like guilty conscience and good conscience.
Ask Robbie, how does he feel about Robert Perez getting spun out of his boots there?
Look at that.
Yeah. Clean them boots, Ralph Little. Clean
Thank
them
you very
boots,
much.
baby.
Oh, man. Isn't Clarence Seedorf
What a goal,
won the
says Osho.
Champions League with more clubs than anybody else?
Full-time Champions League winner.
Ajax,
Three
AC
different
Milan,
clubs.
Real Madrid,
David
wasn't
won it.
Yeah.
5 times, didn't
No.
He didn't.
Davids hasn't won it 5 times. Davids only won it with Ajax, if I'm not mistaken.
Ajax,
Juventus did it. He didn't win it with them. He wasn't there.
That was when Antonio Conte was playing for them, I think. Yeah.
Milan, he was not there either.
No.
Barca?
Barca, no. Barca was only on loan for 6 months. And that was during Rijkaard's early days.
Oh yes.
He was
When
actually very
Ronaldinho
important in that
was-
second half.
He played Madrid.
Nah, he didn't.
Ronaldinho
Trust
in
me.
that Rijkaard team, my goodness.
Played for Barnet.
Yeah.
Did manage Barnet, didn't he? Player manager. Yeah.
First player
Gave
manager
himself
to
the
get
number
sent off.
shirt.
Oh my God, Yakubu just absolutely skinned someone there.
He gave himself the number 1 shirt.
I love that.
Listen, when you're the gaffer, you can do what you want, man.
Yeah, it's true.
The game's livened up a lot.
Yeah, it has.
It's
The last 5-10 minutes.
oh no, maybe not now. The
I've got a photo of.
PK and Sadov just taking a picture in the middle of the pitch.
I forgot PK was playing. I think I expected more from him. Or
Well, PK,
something
yeah.
from him.
There he is.
Or PK's playing
little
'cause
charge
it's partnered with the One Foundation, where the PK founded, where you give 1% of your wage to good causes. I know that like Ericsson, Magda Ericsson, and Harder at Chelsea are in there.
I
So
didn't know that. That's so good.
he's I think that's why he's a part of it today.
That's wonderful.
Do you know who else
Supporting him.
expected more of him?
Go on.
Gabby.
Marky Noble, he's defending his left back now. Love it. Claude.
Oh!
Oh, caught in there.
Ooh.
Makalele.
Oh, come on.
They took Noble off.
Sadov getting a lot of
No,
love
no,
for
no, he
that
was
goal.
playing left back a minute ago.
Just the lost call says best midfielder of the 2000s, Sadov.
That's controversial.
That's a
that.
statement and a half.
Poison
Oh,
adhesive
good ball.
says Sadov so clear. Sophia Talksable says, damn, Sadov.
I mean, you've got...
Sadov's probably been the best player today.
Oh,
I feel like there's
Oh.
maybe a little bit too much respect
Oh.
between some of the OGs, man.
Pires.
Noble and Sadov, and I think both.
No, that is a great ball.
Oh.
Someone should be there.
Noble surprised me.
Is that Shevchenko come back on? It is.
Yeah, it is. Shevchenko
Where
said
is
that
he?
first
It's on
run
the
I wasn't
wing.
good
Oh,
enough.
yeah, there he is.
I need to do something in the
I need to
second
show
run.
him.
Yeah.
Here we go.
He saw that Sadov finish and said, I used to play with that guy. Hold on. I can still do that.
Hold the phone.
Yeah. Love it.
Keep coming in, she's saying.
Here we go.
Oh.
Oh! It looked like he
said
didn't really
You wanted
try.
to see something from him? There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Swung his hips. His hips didn't lie.
I think it was a
Yeah.
save.
I was waiting for a Shakira dig.
You are nasty for that.
It's got to be done
It's a
though.
low blow.
Half time.
Half time, Mark Noble has been by far the best player on the pitch.
Not a hint of bias in that
No,
statement.
nothing.
Mr. Hawkins.
Goal
But,
scorer. But no, what a goal by Clarence Sadov.
What-
I think Peter Cech has been outstanding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think both goalkeepers have.
Jens Lehmann too.
Lehman's had less to do, but they've both done it really
I think a lot of Yakubu's chances have been kind of more straight at.
Pea shooters, yeah.
well. I think they've both
Jack
done really well.
Whitehall was in the
Yeah.
commentary gantry.
And it's half time in the game and it's 1-1. I'm not saying, was it?
It's
Jack
1-1.
Yeah, 1-1.
Yeah.
It's
Sorry,
1-1.
I was wondering if that
Yeah, I was like, did I
allowed, yeah.
miss something?
But I remember Jack Wilshere's goal got disallowed as well.
Yeah.
But, yes, it is 1-1 and half time. Guys, make sure, don't forget, you can join the exclusive chat today with Robbie, Ty, and Lee in the metaverse. VictoryLeagues.io. Click the link in the description. They will be there for the rest of the stream and the rest of the evening as well. Go and join, ask them any question you want. Go and join the conversation. There's people dancing, there's people raving,
A lot
there's people
of
doing all
dancing.
sorts
Yeah.
going on there.
Ty's dancing, Ty's dancing, look.
Oh yeah.
Lord have mercy. Listen, if you want to go and join the action, go and click the link, go and join them over there. There's a lot of action going on today, and the Game for Ukraine will be covered.
What's this all
From
about?
all aspects.
What's this all about here?
Who will win
It's
today's
for the
game?
concert. They're getting the concert set out.
Is that how many shirts there are in the stadium?
Yeah,
Pretty
I think
much, yeah.
so.
I think it's wear your colours, basically. So if you're
So
on Team
Judges is
Shevchenko,
behind. Judges is behind. Go and support Judges in the metaverse. Get in there and wear a Team Shevchenko shirt.
Team Shevchenko at the moment,
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know how they're
That looks
looking.
wicked.
I'll be honest with you, Team Zinchenko is looking very dominant.
It's true. They have woken up.
Yellow
last
team won the
5-10
vote.
minutes of the game.
Yeah, yellow team won the vote, so there you go. Ty giving himself a skank. Yes, yes, yes.
I mean, the dancing skill. Yeah, look.
Yeah. Is any goalkeeper in the world saving that Sadov shot though? Prime Allison,
Not
prime
even
Edison.
now.
fair,
Still not doing it.
That's right in the corner.
That goal reminded me of the goal that I was talking about earlier with Shevchenko.
The Shevchenko
that he
one,
scored against
yeah.
Tottenham, to be fair. Coming in on the left foot like that. Boom. Hitting into the far corner. But quality game so far.
Who will finish
Could see
highest
more.
in the Premier League? And everyone's saying Tottenham.
Who do you guys all think finished higher in the
Arsenal,
Premier League?
Chelsea,
So you've got
Spurs
Arsenal,
and
Chelsea,
Luton.
Spurs, Luton. I mean, the fact that Luton is
I
there.
love that
is quite
Luton's there.
insulting. Quite
I'm a
insulting.
Spurs fan, but also I got into football. I'm going to watch Luton the Hatters. I interviewed Mick Hartford very
Great
recently,
coach.
and he's such a legend at Luton at Kenilworth Road, and I've just got such a soft spot for them.
Hold on a minute. I think this question might be stacked. Who's in the metaverse? Arsenal fans.
3
TV.
Arsenal fans, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, yeah. Listen, I want Arsenal fans to be very excited for the season. I want them to predict that.
Yeah.
The league. I want them to
Yeah.
predict that again.
And then there'll be, you giveth and you
guys,
taketh.
shh.
Yeah.
We know
It's
what
all
happens.
right.
We know what happens come March, April.
I was a bit worried then that you were going to a bad side, a bad place.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
We build them up
Yeah.
just to knock them down.
What's that?
Now knock themselves down.
I haven't heard quadruples yet, but I want to hear quadruples coming out of the Emirates,
We'll
and then
cook
I
soon,
know
don't worry.
that.
We'll cook soon. We'll cook soon. We'll cook very soon.
I knew that they was finished as soon as they got Declan Rice, and all of a sudden they started talking about Mbappe moving there. Seriously.
We had,
I love how-
we had Turkish on the transfer roundup telling us, listen, there's
50-50.
it's a 50% chance we could get him, you know. And I was like, you serious?
No,
Yeah.
Wow.
crazy.
No, that's crazy.
I think he's still here. Be careful what you say about him, because he's still here. He'll be outside waiting for you by the time your stream finishes.
Listen.
So Mbappe was pictured with Vinicius Junior, I think, yesterday. So
Yeah, and Rodrigo as well.
and
So
Rodrigo.
potentially still talks of Mbappe moving to Madrid.
There we go. Look, they're playing a little game at half time now. Look, they're playing a little voting game.
Oh, they are, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Middle of the pitch has basically turned into a voting system. Right, let's have a look here.
Oh, they've got the metaverse here. That's cool.
Was that you?
Good lord. So I'm in. Oh my days. Yeah, I'm in the. Jeez. Oh my days. This is crazy. Hey, yo. Hey, I'm running around in the thing as well. Hey, this is crazy. Right. Wait, what's the question? The question is, which season did Arsenal with Arsene Wenger?
3-4. It's the yellow one.
It's the yellow one. Hey, run then.
Question here.
Run.
Oh, we've got Marky Noble in the old.
Hey, listen, get involved in this quiz, man. This is cold. So, what's the question now? The question now is.
So there.
Go
Right,
to the
there's gonna
yellow.
be a next
Go
one.
to the yellow. It's the same question.
And you can
Oh, no,
do this
it's
at home, folks. Do try this at home, okay? Get yourselves in that metaverse. You can vote. Such an Arsenal tinge to these
That's
questions.
DJ.
Can I type?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, now the damage is really going to happen.
So P45s are going to get issued tonight.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm going to say CC.
How old was Jack Wilshere when he made his first team debut for Arsenal? He was 16 years old.
Was he?
Absolutely.
Oh.
Wasn't the youngest player ever in the Prem, but yeah, he was. Yeah, I love this goal here.
Yeah, that
A
was.
lot of people seem to think he's 17, though.
Do you know it, Nicky?
16.
I
did you
believe
say?
he was 16.
So the 16 is yellow.
I
is it?
think he's
Yeah,
16.
you said that with conviction,
Look at
so I
them.
believe you.
Look at how many of them are getting in.
I
that.
think 16 wasn't it green?
16. Wasn't it against like Sheffield United in the
That's
FA Cup
18.
or something like that? Oh, is that 18? Oh my
Yes,
god.
It's
Yo.
the green one.
Hey, wait.
Run.
Hey, bare people in my way, man. Get out of the way, man. There's too many people here, man. Make sure you join in the chat. Hey, Harry Kane is here as well. Hey, what are you saying?
This is
Yeah,
chaos,
it's
man.
not-
I
can't
love
believe
it.
There's that many people on purple and yellow.
Yeah, look.
Wow. Listen, this is an onslaught, man.
This is brilliant.
They're going to have to expand that purple circle.
17.
Oh, they've dropped off.
I thought he was.
Oh my.
Yeah. You killed me. You killed me
Wow,
there.
you think you know
I
someone?
thought West Ham, man, you would know.
Why would I know? He played for Arsenal.
He played for West Ham, didn't he?
No.
Right, what's
20
the next
minutes or whatever it was.
That's what I'm saying.
Before rejoining Barcelona, Gerard Piqué played for another top European club.
Yep, Manchester United. Yeah.
I'm going green, Bayern Munich.
Why would you do that, Fuad?
No, it's yellow Bayern, I think.
Yeah.
Do you want to
Man
fall
United.
off? Do you want to fall off the thing? Can you
There's a lot of
respawn?
people on purple.
Can you respawn
Yeah, there
in the
is.
metaverse?
Nah. So basically, yeah. So every time you get the answer wrong, you fall down the pit and you respawn.
Oh, I want to see that.
You know when
to be
it
fair.
goes above, it reminds
I
me of
can't
that
believe-
YouTube channel I watch, Ants Canada.
Ants Canada.
You know what they should
I
do?
love it.
They should squish them.
Is
I
it
love
literally
Ants
about
Canada.
ants?
Yeah, it's about
On
ants.
YouTube?
Yeah. There's a guy, it's a Canadian guy, and he keeps colonies of ants.
Bye.
Yeah,
You're right, yeah.
and it's just interesting. It's just really interesting.
Wow, your face is lit up.
Oh, I'm
You
telling
love
you,
it.
it's one of my favourite YouTube channels, Ants Canada. Go and check it out, the
I love
AC
it, I love
Universe.
Wow. I'm lost for words.
But get yourself in the metaverse first.
Go to the metaverse
Yeah.
and then tell them about the Ants Canada Universe.
These
John Barron's got 3 out of 3 so
sweeping
far.
these saves
Listen,
up here as well.
in which year? Tom, I need you here.
Oh, I got it. I got it.
In which year did
Thank
Michael
you.
Essien join Chelsea FC?
What are the options?
2007, 2005, 2002.
Who's this? Essien.
2005.
He went in 2005, mate.
He did, yeah, 2005.
2005. Are you sure?
Yes, he did.
Because I
Because he
don't
was
think
going to
so.
go to. Oh, no, it was Mikel who was going to go.
I'm going 2007,
No,
lads.
mate. No, he went in 2005.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Yeah,
staying.
I'm
I'm,
gonna-
I'm
You're sticking to your
controlling
guns,
it.
aren't you?
I'm sticking to my guns. I firmly believe it was 2007. Because
2005.
2005.
Let me take some of these comments. Can I take some of these comments?
Because I remember it was the Adidas kit.
No, it was 2005. It was 2005. My gut
2005.
instinct was right. I was nervous, but I was definitely 2005.
TikTok.
Same year that Mikel.
2005.
Or did Mikel join the year after? I can't remember
Oh
exactly.
my days. I almost missed out. I just ran into the purple. Oh. Mourinho era.
Smokey Settings says
Because
Robbie's
he
out
was-
here butchering a man in the
He
metaverse.
was always the heir to Makelele, and I think they knew that when Makelele's legs went, you
Yeah,
need
you're right.
someone
And
else.
Makelele didn't last till 2007. No.
I think he was at the
It was in
club.
the final, actually, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
but he didn't. That was his last game as Champions League final. Have you respawned?
It was
What was it?
2005!
I told you. We both told
You
you.
went to the wrong one, you silly sausage.
What was the purple? Was the purple not 2005?
No.
Hey,
love
man,
this.
listen. I'm colorblind, so...
Yeah, it's not your fault.
Chance to be a
Davids
fine thing, Mr.
and all of
Fuad.
that. So, yeah.
This is brilliant.
I wonder if Clarence Saylor
Really?
No, I
Take
can't
it.
lie to you. This is low-key kind
wants
of
to play
Yeah.
for West Ham.
This is actually fun. I'm loving this.
I want to do-rag on my player, though, man.
And they're such great entertainers, the three of them as well. It's like, let's see what's happening here.
This is dope, man.
I wish I had a
There's
VR
1,000
headset
people
on
in the
myself.
metaverse right now. Over 1,000 people. Make it. Go and make it 2,000.
Yeah.
How many we got in our chat?
think
633. If
You won't
not
be
already in the
disappointed.
universe. Go and.
Go and hit that out, man.
Stay in our chat, but go in there too.
We got multiple tabs.
That's
Yeah,
it.
you can-
That's
you
it.
can-
That's it.
Oh, there.
It's all about multitasking,
Innit?
isn't it? Yeah.
I see. It's a very full stadium there. Like,
I was going to say, what do you guys think the second half will bring as well?
I want to see more
I think
bangers.
it will bring goals.
Yeah, I see a goal very early on.
Let me have a look at some of the teams and see who we haven't seen yet.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I know, like, Luca Toni, for example, we haven't seen yet. I hope he can do the old... Do you remember the old celebration he used to crack out every time he scored?
Is Rio not playing?
Rio, I believe, is just on the coaching team.
Yeah, I
for-
saw him there.
So
We
what?
still haven't seen Per Mertesacker, still haven't seen Antonio Valencia, Charlie Adam, David James, Martin Skirtle,
Oh, wow.
Eugene Konoplyanka.
Konoplyanka,
Silvestri,
FIFA legend,
Dario Serna.
Konoplyanka.
Yeah.
I don't mean to slag people off, right? But have you seen the state of Charlie Adam?
I saw him for
haven't.
I saw him for
How does he
Dundee
look?
FC.
Does he look like Al Rooney looks?
Mate, he is younger than Ronaldo,
Yeah. Rooney same age.
and he looks
as
like
Ronaldo.
his granddad.
No.
I'm telling you, wait till he
Yeah,
comes.
it's
Oh
the
my
Wayne
god,
Rooney
this is going to be a treat.
It's the Wayne Rooney
I
effect.
saw him for Dundee
Really,
FC
really
in
bad.
the Scottish League maybe
Yeah, he's it.
3 or 4 years ago, and he was he was good for 45 minutes. You could see he was better than everyone else,
He never lose technical ability. That's why, as I said.
but
it's
he
like-
didn't have the legs to play 90
Yeah.
at that time. you know.
I think.
when you eat unhealthy and drink alcohol, it affects you.
Yeah.
I always-
I'm only 22.
Wow.
And that's the thing.
It's amazing.
If you don't look after it when
Yeah.
you're younger, it will catch up with you when you're older. Trust me.
okay.
But also,
You
when
know,
they're
cheating
playing
the system.
professionally, you don't drink, you don't do. So they probably just, as we all would, the moment you stop.
he was
Just
playing
some
professionally.
surprise.
He was still
Okay.
playing professionally.
I was trying to be on their side then.
And folks, just some breaking transfer news. I've just been informed by our producer, and it's a novel one because it's kind of Brighton and Hove Albion reach agreement in principle with Ajax to sign Mohamed Kudus for 40 million euros.
Yo,
David
that's a
Ornstein.
big signing.
Do you know what, Tom? I
was
thought you was
linked
going
with
to say
Chelsea.
Alvarez then, and I was going to smack you right in the chin and lay you right on the floor there.
Everyone deserves
If
a signing.
If someone else nicks our signings, I'm going to go crazy.
Well,
I'd
Tim
love to see
Steigen's
that.
the one that's nicked your signings.
Tim Steichen works for us.
I know.
Yeah.
And plus you've got Match.com for signings. West Ham are on Match.com, aren't they, for signings?
What is Match.com first?
Well, they're on those Match websites to get signings.
What, like Match Magazine?
I thought Match.com was a dating app.
That's what I mean. They're on these websites.
you're right.
advertising.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, they're advertising for date. They're advertising for we need a left back. Anyone can apply for a
Have you applied? You should
not a
apply.
left back,
I mean, if
mate.
anyone
be
can
fair.
apply.
Nah, but it's yeah, they're on this
here's Pete
transfer
Doherty.
matching website.
Who the fuck's that?
Pete Doherty.
Yeah, I love it.
Do you remember him back in the day?
What, from the fucking Liberty?
Yes.
No way.
Yeah. He's clean living now and
Has he got a QPR shirt on as well?
a little bit chubster.
He looks like Greengrass out of fucking...
Yes, he does.
What's his name?
Because back in the day, him and
Harvey.
Kate Moss were a...
He dated Kate Moss.
That
Yeah.
was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I used to read him on the Metro. That was it.
That's
Always in the
mad.
celebrity section.
Yeah.
He was such a cool
Falling
guy.
out of clubs.
Getting high and stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
No, good on him, though. Looks like he's turned his life around. Now he's up there looking like Wurzel Gummidge.
Yeah, exactly. But turn his life around.
Anyone giving up their time for this cause, you've got to
Yeah, it's
applaud it,
wonderful.
And
Absolutely. I'm only joshing. I'm just
Yeah.
making jokes.
No, I think it's a wonderful thing to do. He's always had a trilby, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has, yeah.
So it's...
He never filled it that much, but he's
No, I was
always
going to
had one.
say,
Yeah.
still fits.
You ever going to hit a fedora phase in your life?
No. I don't think so. I might
Flat
get a
cap.
Columbo coat, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, at some
A
point.
Columbo coat.
Yeah.
what, like Detective Columbo?
Oh,
just
is
wanna
that what you
turn
mean
around-
by
Yeah.
Columbo coat?
Just one more.
I feel like when I get older, I want to have like a specific look like that.
Do you?
Yeah, you got to have something. You
like
got to
a
have
signature
something.
thing.
You've got to have a thing.
I might have
Whether
a
it's
flower.
flat cap.
Okay.
Or,
You
I
know
don't
what?
know what it is.
I'm going to
yeah.
wear a coat. I'm going to wear a flower.
I can see you with a flat cap.
Nah, they don't suit me.
Yeah, I can see you with
Nah, they
one.
don't suit
Definitely.
me.
Yeah.
My head is massive.
Do you know what it is? It's like when you're young, you're always trendy. You're wearing whatever's
Yeah.
in trend or whatever. But as you get older, you're
comfort.
not trying to do that. You're just
Well,
doing
like-
comfort.
like a
So
And it's like,
old.
you want like a silhouette of this is what I know. This is what has worked for me. For
I ain't gonna mess
40
with
or
the
50
system.
plus Years.
Yeah.
This is me.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, this is my outfit. Like,
It's
Like
it.
a little Patrick Truman hat.
Yeah.
And you got 10 quid in there.
that's it.
Emergency.
I'd love that
You're
With
going
it.
like that.
for you.
You need a bag?
Yeah.
I think
Them
mine
bands.
might be like when I cut all my dreads off, I might wear like the beanies, but then they roll them up
Oh, that'd be
and
cool.
the ears are showing.
Right.
That might be my
That'd
look.
be.
Just hiding like the crow.
That'll be a look. Yeah.
What's your look? I might just wear roll necks all the time.
turtlenecks.
Yeah, like turtlenecks, even
Why?
in summer.
Oh,
See that
Mysterious.
That
Oh,
just
you'd be
strikes
boring
me as you're
in
ready to
summer,
give
man,
financial
man.
advice.
Yeah.
At any
That's very
given point.
sensible.
No one will ever know what I'm up to, though.
It's true.
It's a shout.
It's a sensible look.
It's a shout.
Everyone loving Pete Doherty here. Look at it.
Nah, good on him.
Obviously, respect to that. Like, I think a halftime show that'll be, well, hopefully remembered by all involved. Stamford Bridge not normally one for concerts, so I think it's probably a first concert.
Not normally one for football, mate, lately.
Well, yeah, we still came above
Mic
you
drop.
somehow.
That's
I
not
know.
saying nothing, mate. That's
Yeah,
not
you won
saying
the
nothing.
European Cup. Like you can't.
Do you know what's so crazy?
Can't
Though?
doubt
You
it.
mentioned that Kudus transfer to Brighton. Was he not linked with Arsenal?
He
as
was in
well?
with Chelsea
Chelsea,
as
yeah.
well.
You
So
guys
he
are looking
chose
at him almost
Brighton.
like a third option, I feel like.
I wonder if
though.
that's
My
what me Caicedo off, though.
my hope is that it's using money from Caicedo. My fear is though is I don't want Chelsea to become like Man United, where clubs know we're just going to pay what they ask.
Too late.
I think they will eventually, definitely.
20 years too late, Tom.
600 million spent
don't know,
in 2
I wonder.
windows.
That's Chelsea's plan,
was the
isn't
moment
it?
you gave it up.
Like, they'll definitely go there,
Because
I think.
now it's a point where we need a defensive mid so much that Brighton probably know we'll pay 100 mil for him. Oh, we've got Wenger.
If only there was a
Duncan
Chelsea fan that went up for sale this summer, you know.
Duncan says, kudos to Kudus on the transfer. Yeah, I agree. Tina, regular in the chat as well, big up yourself, says, Arsenal was so close to Kudus and Brighton steal him. Brighton can do things in Europe this season. Is that actually a reality this year? Of Brighton maybe doing a deep run in the Europa League? Because you look at their squad.
do you
West
know
Ham have
what?
shown it to you.
I
We
think
were saying in the preview,
Yeah.
you was actually...
2
I
years in a
think
row.
they've got a very good chance of winning that competition. A very good chance.
You had
because
They've
they
got
play.
depth. And they've got depth.
They've
as
got
well.
depth, yeah.
You know, 2 years in a row, West Ham went latter stage Europa League, Conference League.
Mate, if West Ham can get to the semi-final, Brighton can win it.
Yeah. And you think of the coach...
Deserving.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a statement.
They play.
Evan Ferguson, I feel like, is going to have a breakout year this year. Where
They play
Yeah.
perfect European style football.
Yeah.
A fast pace, on the floor, dynamic style of play.
For me, how much do they
Kudus
want
as well,
it?
just comes from me and adds that kind of X factor quality, if you like. Someone who's just
Yeah.
waiting to take that next step level up.
Yeah.
Come to the Premier League, showcase your skills at a club
Yeah,
like Brighton.
yeah.
I'm telling you, the next thing is an 80 million move to one of the big teams.
But is it one like West Ham where you say, okay, you risk coming in the European spots in the Premier League by putting all your eggs in the European basket, like West Ham last year?
Cost them.
Had you lost that final
West Ham didn't put all their eggs in the European basket. They were trying their hardest, Tom.
to stay up?
Yes.
But as in, if you hadn't won the final, you know, well, yeah. But the year before as well, like it's hard to know.
Yeah,
a
but
team like Brighton,
you're
like-
talking like we sacrificed the league. No, we was trying our hardest, mate. That was the best we could do.
Just weren't very
We didn't
good.
give up.
But you'll forget that, but you won't forget winning the Conference League
No, I
in
won't.
Prague.
But I'll
will
remember
you?
getting
Like,
relegated next year when we ain't signed a midfielder by the end of the transfer window. That's for sure.
That's Tim Steiten, mate. I think. Like,
What do you think about midfield targets you've been kind of linked with?
I've heard Alvarez is close. Alvarez and Fofana. So,
yeah, Alvarez would be a good.
That would be
good,
definitely
really
good,
good
yeah.
pickup.
Yeah.
I think.
but who knows?
Wait, Fofana? As in...
Seko.
Oh, Mohamed.
Fofana, yeah.
Hammer Fofana.
Okay. Interesting. That's a good one, actually, to be fair. I wasn't expecting that one. You lot have missed out on a few targets as well. Was it Celso Borges this week?
Yeah, he went to Ajax. Yeah,
He could be a big one, I feel like.
I think we for 14 million quid. I can't see how we've lost out on that. He was pretty much. I think it was something to do with the promised game time. You know, couldn't make him any
I think
promises.
you guys are probably more looking to use him as like a squad player, come and be an exciting young talent that we build up, whereas Ajax being the club that they are, just like, hey,
Oh, come on.
oh, you're a kid, you're exciting, we'll give you 13 minutes. And
Yeah, but look at
And they take it.
that metaverse, please.
yeah, go for it.
yeah, but look at Calvin Bassey.
Thank you very much.
Look at Calvin Bassey. It didn't
Yeah.
work out for him. I thought he'd be breakout last season for Ajax, and he's back in the Prem with Fulham.
I could kind of tell when he was at Rangers, he seemed like a bulldozing centre back, and then when he went to Ajax, all of a sudden they started playing him left back, and I was like, hold on, are you
Yeah.
not playing him left back just because he's left
You
footed?
just you drown in a big club like that, like Ajax. If you're
No,
not.
it's just I feel like the philosophy of Ajax is very much a technical build-up
broke
from the
the
back, and
metaverse.
I just never felt like Bassi was ever that type of
Okay,
player.
yeah.
He's kind of
Didn't
more
suit,
suited
right.
to, hey, let's get this ball up the pitch, let's
Yeah.
make it a physical game, and that's kind of
That's not how their style is in
yeah,
Ajax, is
so
it?
it was never
It's
really
very-
going to work out for him, and I actually think him coming back to
Fulham.
Broke the
is-
metaverse.
you've not broken it.
One job. That's all you had. One job.
Nicky.
Do you know what I mean? Is he always like
You've
this?
broken it. But
It's
How
like
exciting.
Spider-Man because the guy's ball, I'm ball. It was like two worlds collided and the metaverse blew up.
oh, his hair looks like mine. I
Damn
can't
it.
lie to you.
Who's this singing? Am I about to show again that I don't know anyone?
Is this?
I cannot tell you who was in the top 10 right
This
now. Is
might
there
be
still a top 10?
the Ukrainian act. I forgot our Ukrainian
okay.
act's
So it's not
name.
me, it's fine.
I will look it
Looks
up.
like Limp Bizkit.
It does look like Limp Bizkit.
It's like it's a PWT boom,
Yeah.
is this Boombox? I don't think I've ever seen Boombox.
This time gonna make it up. Oh, there we go. Game for Ukraine.
I don't think it's Tom Walker, or maybe
So
it is.
when sharing the stream.
And Andrei Kilvniuk.
So it's the Ukraine.
It may well be, I think. I can't...
It's all right, we're still hip.
apologies for my pronunciation. I will just say that.
Yeah, go join the metaverse anyway. I broke it, but you can go and join the event right now, and you can donate at the top as well. But get your donations in. We haven't said that enough.
No, we
either.
haven't.
Yes, please do.
Yeah. Help me build schools, their homeland in Ukraine.
Gonna do things my way. It's my way.
You don't have very delicate fingers with that, do you?
Is that Mel C?
No.
Is
Sausage
that Mel C
fingers.
behind? Is that Mel C?
Frankfurt fingers. That's what they used to call me in school. But that was just on the table. It wasn't on the computer, actually.
Okay. I'll let you off
Mel C.
with those bangers.
But just going back to the...
yeah. Oh, is that James Arthur?
yeah.
That is James Arthur.
I knew someone.
Impossible. That's the one.
I've still got it.
Do you remember the days when X Factor was like a cultural institution? In
Oh my
this
God.
country?
Every week. you'd
Every
like,
Monday.
Oh.
You'd
And
have
as it
the
got closer
lowdown.
to Christmas, it was like, who's going to be Christmas number one? And
Yes.
Christmas number one was a thing.
X
not
Factor.
anymore.
X Factor.
Who is the Christmas
was-
number one?
Do we even do it?
Do you remember Built This City on Sausage Rolls got Christmas number one?
Yeah.
But I think since they stopped Top of the Pops, Christmas number ones weren't as
But X Factor
exciting.
was. X Factor winner
Yeah.
was always.
Yeah, it's
like,
true.
How did
X
James
Factor
Arthur
was-
get to
yeah.
Christmas number one? I can't remember if he did. Remember Leona Lewis?
Yes.
She got, wow.
She did
what a-
amazing.
But it was,
I love that they go down like a black hole.
yeah.
I love it.
It's a lovely set they've done there. And
Great graphics.
And I was
Yeah, it
thinking,
is.
I was thinking to myself, knowing Stamford Bridge, by the way, how they were going to do a band set, because it's not the kind of ground.
Where is it?
Pull it off.
I'm trying to work
It's a
out
shed,
the
isn't it?
logistics of where it is.
It's at one
against-
end of one of the stands. Well, the shed end, yeah, it's the shed end. Yeah. No, but I was saying that I wasn't sure how they were going to
Yeah.
have particularly given the Premier League starts next week.
Yeah, 'cause you can't I don't know, move things out, or I don't know how
It's
they
not
would do
like
it.
Spurs where you can,
Yeah.
you have two pitches. But I'm very impressed.
Don't
with how
take your
they've done.
advice off West Ham.
Well, I'm off to see second game of the season. I think we got you at the Olympic.
Yes, we have,
Olympic
mate, yeah.
Stadium. So, I'll be at that one. I'm not sure what to expect, but
Right, so Joe Cole made his international debut for England in a friendly match against which country? It was...
So Brazil,
Mexico.
France. Yeah, we didn't play friendlies against
Was it?
France really, and Brazil we definitely didn't play.
Oh,
No,
I've
it
got-
wasn't
got me in.
Brazil.
Joe Cole was, I don't know, Joe Cole was underrated, man. I still will say that because I know he had his injury problems, but what a player.
Without
he
those
was.
injuries, I think he could have been.
He was just unbelievable.
Joey Cole. I'm going to tell you a story because I used to go and watch him when he was a kid.
He was West Ham Academy grad, right?
Yeah. He was unbelievable.
I can
Things
imagine.
he used to do in matches and stuff was like it was magical. I remember him. He was in the box, and the cross coming from the wing, yeah, and he lined up to volley it. Yeah, the goalkeeper dived and he caught it on his foot, and flicked it in. Caught it on his foot and flicked it in.
How old is he?
No.
14,
Wow.
13.
Crazy.
He was unreal.
Do you remember his goal against Man United, win Chelsea a second Premier League? It was like one of those generational
just
goals.
beat them two like that. Yeah, I remember that. That was
was
a crazy
like-
goal.
Almost, it brought a tear to my eye.
That was probably,
that
I
goal
would say,
did.
that was probably peak Joe Cole in my
Yeah,
opinion.
and the World Cup straight after the volley against Sweden.
Cheston against Sweden. Yeah, I
That was
remember
a
that.
lucky strike.
Do you know what though? He meant it. That's
Yeah.
why
He
I
didn't
always
mean
give
it,
to him.
yeah, but
He meant it. He knew what he was going for. Now, whether he
still,
meant to put that
yeah,
spin and that
yeah.
angle and the loop on that, all I know is he meant that and he aimed for goal. So whatever comes of it, comes of it.
So when did his injury start for him? Was it?
I think it was towards the back end of his Chelsea.
Yeah, he
career.
always
2008.
Yeah.
he was
So it's
always a
when you get
little
weak
bit of a
there.
super sub.
I remember when he went, was it Liverpool?
Yeah, shouldn't have done that.
Oh, that was when I knew like it was over.
It was 2010 he left because I remember he scored a goal at United. That
He came back to us in 2012, I think. or 2013.
I forget that he came back to West
Yeah,
Ham.
yeah,
Joe Cole.
he came
So
back
he
to us.
flitted around a bit.
Actually,
With
that's an interesting
injuries,
question.
with-
Caps here in the comments says
He went
West
to-
Ham Cole was actually Pete Cole. Like, between the two of you, what do you think was the better version of Cole? Baby Cole, when he was coming through raw, just fresh out of the womb, or kind of when he's a little bit more seasoned and...
For me, it's for Nicky, because I mean, I didn't really watch. I was a bit young
Cole, yeah.
at that time, so it's for Nicky really.
What do you think?
We had the better of him.
Do you think?
We had the better of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
He must have had an amazing player, because
he
we had
was
a great
good.
player.
Yeah, he was. When a couple of years before we got relegated, he was magnificent.
Mm-hmm.
But the last season, the
Glenn Roeder season.
the Glenn Roeder season when we went down, I think knocked the creativity out of him, and then he followed that up by going to Mourinho.
Mm-hmm.
So that
Disciplined him a little bit, yeah.
I think Mourinho helped
he was
him,
playing holding midfield. In the season we went down, he was.
I remember he was a lot more central when he was...
Yeah.
He was almost like a
He used
central
to play
midfielder
on the
number
diamond.
10.
He used to play on the diamond of a free if we played a free. But he used to play on a diamond. And then that season, Carrick got injured for a long time, so he had to drop in, and he was doing the dog work, and it knocked all the creativity out of him. Yeah, it knocked it all out, because he went from West Ham, where he a lot of responsibility. He was a captain, doing all the dog work,
Yep.
straight into Mourinho's arms, who's
Listen, and
Either works
a
with Mourinho or he
specific
doesn't.
job and a specific job only. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
I think there might be a quiz going on.
Is it one? Did Cole need to convince? Like, did the West Ham fans need to forgive Joe Cole when he came back the second time, the end of his career, or
What do you mean? They
was
give
it
him
one where West Ham fans saw it a bit like Lampard as a betrayal coming to Chelsea, or
did it first, I think. Did it first.
but when he came back, it wasn't one where it was a problem.
No, not at all. I think he moved on to so many, because he also played for
Lil.
He went to Lille, but persuaded Eden Hazard to join
Aston Villa?
Chelsea.
Oh, wow.
People forget. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That was
Yeah, he
did, yeah,
discusses it a little bit, but
Life and Times of Joe Cole. Interesting guy, man.
And he's still
it's
only
one of them
30,
players
31.
where, like, I feel like you kind of
Who's that?
had to see him. Like, stats won't
Cole.
do Joe Cole
I
justice.
think he's at 40.
who is right. Here's one. We can put this up as a vote as well.
You're confusing.
Oh, I am. Yeah. Of
Who
course.
is-
Yeah.
Wilshire's the one that's 31,
Yeah.
Who is the biggest legend in this game?
In this game.
It's
Who's
very
the biggest
difficult.
legend in this game,
Oh,
and why?
actually, you know what? Let us know in the comments as well who you think. I want to read some of those
Yeah.
out. Let me read out some of these names.
I want to look at
Zola?
the names again, but
I can't lie to you. There's a Ballon d'Or winner called Fabio Cannavaro on the list. There's also another Ballon d'Or winner called Andrei Shevchenko.
yep.
on
How
the
come
Clarence
they're the same player?
Seedorf as well.
Clarence Seedorf, 4-time Champions League winner.
Oh, wow.
You can't,
How comes
sniff.
Lampard ain't playing?
I'm not sure, to be fair. I think he might be wanting to lay low after the
Yeah,
whole
maybe
Chelsea
not
thing,
not
but he's just like,
available,
you know what?
or
It's not the time yet to...
maybe thought he'd be back in management. You never know.
Claude Makalele has an entire position named after him.
Yeah.
That's when you know you've made
It's
it.
such
Gerard
a, yeah.
Piqué. He's probably got the most silverware there.
It's true. And the most commercially, probably who everyone knows, I'd say. Even if you weren't a football fan, you probably know who PK is.
Shakira's wife.
Exactly.
Eric Abigail? I reckon he won't more.
Got sent off on this very stadium.
So I would say, look,
Champions
you've got
League.
Samuel Eto'o, Claude Makalele,
Roman Kemp.
Fabio Cannavaro.
And
I
Roman
think they're
Kemp.
all on Team Shevchenko, I'll be honest with you. I don't think...
So it's a winning team in your eyes, isn't it? Yeah.
Let's have a look. Zinchenko. Lehman? No.
I don't think any of those you're looking at.
No. Pires?
Gerard Piqué on Zinchenko.
Valencia? No. Wes Morgan? No. Jack Wilshere? No. Sanya? No. James? No. We haven't seen James yet, we?
Nah.
David James, no.
Noble, yep. Gal Clichy.
That's Tom Walker, by the way, on there.
Don't know. Martin Skirtle, no. Konoplenka.
For FIFA fans, he's the most.
no.
He's the biggest legend here.
None of them. And then you come down to...
It's got to be Fabio Cannavaro. It's got to be.
Just off the back of a Ballon d'Or, though.
Has he
Shevchenko's
played?
got a Ballon d'Or as well. And Shevchenko, I would say, was definitely one of the best strikers in the world. Whereas I don't know if I could say that for Cannavaro.
World Cup winner.
Yeah, maybe
World
Shevchenko
Cup
then.
winner.
I would maybe lean towards Shevchenko, Makelele. If you're talking about who, he's probably still
Seedorf.
one of the best in his position
Seedorf.
all time. Seedorf, nah, not for me.
You don't think?
I'll be
I
honest
just
with
think
you.
for his pedigree.
Interesting.
For his pedigree.
Let's get some comments. Let's have a look. See
Yeah,
what
see
the
what
comment
else is
section is
saying.
saying.
Gianfranco Zola can't be ignored. Not the
Raja
biggest
Patel
legend.
says, "Why is this game not free to air?"
It is.
I think it is,
It
isn't
is.
it?
It's on YouTube.
Is it on Sky's YouTube?
Yeah.
Is it?
I believe so.
Oh, is it not on?
That guy
terrestrial?
King says it's Peter
It's on
Cech.
Sky, but Sky can make it free.
Peter Cech?
through
No.
YouTube and
Vedant says Shevchenko's better than Cannavaro. Max said Seedorf.
Different.
Yeah,
Rahul
different
Singh says
positions, you
Zola.
can't-
See, I said Zola.
Zola's up there.
yeah.
But what did he win?
But he's not the
Yeah, if
biggest
you're going to put it like
legend.
that.
He's
Is that
not
what
the
makes
biggest
someone a legend? Is by looking at the
Are we overlooking
everything they've won.
Are we overlooking Samuel Eto'o? Back-to-back treble
think
winner.
Abby Dow's a bigger
Samuel
star than Sammy
Greatest
Eto'o.
African player.
First man to win Champions League, two
Yeah,
different
that's a good
clubs,
point.
two consecutive years.
When you talk about like the great strikers of his generation, Samuel Eto'o's
That's
up
the
there.
thing. I don't think you can pick just one so-called legend because everyone's got a different, with the Ballon d'Ors and I don't know.
Well, I think Danny Drinkwater deserves it actually. So
I think if you're talking in terms of totality, I would give it to maybe Gerard Piqué being the biggest legend in this.
Okay.
Having achieved the most, having played in the best teams, having played a big part in those great
Yeah,
teams as well.
I get that,
Consistency,
yeah.
longevity, accolades.
was he the best player?
Then if you're talking in terms of ability-wise as a footballer, that's where I'm kind of
That's the hard
edging
one.
towards maybe. Oh, I don't even know. Let me look at the names again.
It's kind of hard because you're picking a legend out of legends.
Yeah,
Like, how do you do that?
you're splitting hairs.
Yeah.
You're splitting hairs here, but
Did
I'll go William Gallas. No, I'm joking.
That's it. I'm just going.
Scoring well, Arsenal, Chelsea, Spurs. It's impressive. William Gallas being
It's
able
scummy,
to.
is what I would say.
Scummy.
but
Traitor.
You can say impressive if you like, because Chelsea, you kind of threw your toys out of there, which
No,
was the
threatened
actual
scoring goals,
best
didn't
it?
position for you, the best club
Left
for
back.
you, but you threw your toys out and wanted to leave. Then you went Arsenal, decided to take the number 10, which Dennis
There's certain
Bergkamp
things you
wore.
don't do.
Disgusting.
You know?
Then we will not overlook his despicable hairstyle during that period as well. That mohawk.
Oh, is that what it was? He
It
had the
has not
mohawk.
aged well, my friend. It has not aged well.
And wasn't it
We
even
haven't forgot the
a
Birmingham
fashionable?
incident.
Was it fashionable back then?
It was awful. Even if it was fashionable back then, that was an awful rendition of it. Yeah?
It's true.
And then after he came to Spurs and was his absolute worst version of himself.
Yeah.
Good lord.
But I'll be honest, he helped us get Ashley Cole.
Didn't he play for West Ham as well?
who?
Gallas.
No,
I don't think
Tottenham.
so.
he didn't.
Arsenal, Chelsea.
Spurs.
Yeah.
Played for someone else, didn't he? Did he
I'm
play for
sure there
Fulham?
was someone else who he's...
Fulham, I think he did play for. If I had to guess right.
No, he didn't. It was
What Fulham?
Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham, Perth Glory.
It's a pretty crazy career that
That
to
is
go
like-
through.
That's a,
Boom, boom.
and the
Done
worst
it-
thing
he
is,
done half a
In
what he
order.
should have done, stayed at Chelsea the whole time.
Yeah.
He helped us get Ashley Cole, so I
And
can't.
I, you only really wanted to move Ashley Cole because he requested to leave. You realise that, right?
Gallas.
Yeah.
Well,
At
we
that time,
tapped
he
up
kicked
Ashley
up a
Cole,
force.
didn't we?
He kicked up a fuss.
And why
about
was
wanting-
that? Was that
'cause he-
greed? Was that
he didn't
ego?
Wanna, he
Was
didn't
that-
want to play left back. He always saw himself as a
Yeah.
centre back, and Chelsea always played him. He
Yeah.
was almost like one of the first versions of the inverted left back.
Yeah.
I remember him and Zambrotta
Yeah.
were one of the only few,
Yeah.
and Philip Lahm at the time.
And that was his reason for.
And he was like, I
Yeah.
don't want to play left back. I'm not a left back. Like, play me
Yeah.
centre back. And I was like, bro, you're in a 2-time winning team. And I think he missed out on the second title, didn't he, actually?
No, he was there the second.
Was he the second one as
title.
well?
He was
So
there the first
basically
two.
won 2 titles. I'm thinking this team is only going to go upwards from
Yeah,
here.
of
You've got
course.
the best manager there. And instead you want to leave. And then even when he left, it was like to go Arsenal, who you could actually visibly see at the time were on their way down because they just lost Vieira.
Lost Champions League final.
Henry, yeah, they just lost the Champions League final. I think you could tell Henry was kind of on the decline as
Yep.
well.
That was ego blinding him.
100%.
The thing
And
is-
that's why
yeah.
his career turned out the way it turned
Yeah.
out, I
And-
always believe.
You're
it
never
was-
gonna be great
And it
at
was
that.
Terry and Ricardo Carvalho. Like, you're not losing your spot to average players. Like, Ricardo Carvalho was like unbelievable.
It's like I was saying to you earlier. Sometimes I feel like when you're in a great team with Valencia,
Yeah.
like he was a right winger and an attacking midfielder at Wigan, banging goals. But he realised that, if I want to retire my career with medals feeling like I've been part of a winning team, you know what? I've probably got to adapt my game a little bit. I've probably got to do a limited role, similar to what happened with Joe Cole and, as he's saying, going to Chelsea. When you get to those top teams, sometimes it doesn't become just about you. It's like, what do I have to do now to help the team to win, essentially?
Yeah.
And I feel like Valencia players have done that. Joe Cole did that at Chelsea when he moved
It
there.
can go both ways, though, because, again,
Dallas went the other way.
Not to talk about Kane, but I think he's now at that point where he's like, I want to win these trophies.
Yeah.
I think he's done everything for the club up to this point.
Question to both of you Spurs fans. Harry Kane, what happens? Because I saw
He's
Bayern
going.
had that,
I think he's going.
he had that 24-hour. Bayern tried to pressure Levy for 24 hours.
You
Doesn't
can never
work.
do that with Levy,
No.
can you? You never do that.
Do you guys think he goes?
Yeah.
Or do you think he... I don't think he cares if he has to stay for a year.
Yeah, I personally, I think the longer this kind of saga goes on, the
It's
more
great
chance
for us.
he stays.
Yeah.
I'll be honest
Yeah.
with you. And I know people are thinking, but then the
No
less
money.
chance you have to lose money. I think Levy doesn't care to lose Kane on a free. We didn't pay anything for it. You produce him in the academy. So it's not like, the only thing is you lose the opportunity to reinvest that money back into your squad.
Good
That's
point.
where
It's
it's
a good
kind
point.
of a little bit stupid, if you like, I'll be honest with you, because I feel like you're not going to get this opportunity to get 85 million.
You got January.
January,
I
he's
see him
free to sign
going.
new deals abroad.
Yeah, I
yes,
see him
of
going. I
course,
really
of
do.
So for me, it's a case of accept that you're going to lose him for free. Give him his farewell tour. Hope that maybe he can break the record.
But
this
Levy
year
isn't
with that.
known for that, is he? Levy is known for like losing deals just because he wants a little bit more money.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's the classic Levy thing
Yes.
where I'm going to play hardball.
And the
because
more
it's
you
my
go
way
on-
or the highway.
Yeah.
And the thing is Bayern Munich keep trying to do this thing of we're going to set a deadline for tonight. You're not in a position
Was
of
that
strength
your
to set a deadline.
accent then?
We are going to set the deadline tonight.
But it's like Chelsea with Caicedo. You're not going to get Tony Bloom to move.
No.
So you have a choice. You either pay what they ask or you walk away. And
I think he'll go.
No.
I don't see him.
you think Bayern will end up just doing it.
Yes, I don't
Yeah.
see Kane with us for the season.
What would you rather have, knowing he's got a year left?
God, I'd rather him stay. But then,
Even
do you know
though
what
the questions...
I say that, but will his heart be as in it if he stays?
I think
Whoa.
this season is the biggest proof.
exploded.
This season is the biggest proof of that. I think
Ooh,
the start of
true.
the
He
season
didn't
you
want
look at
to, did he?
didn't want to
Yeah,
be here,
that's very true.
and then you could say, yeah, it took him about maybe 2 or 3 months to kind of adjust.
Do you know
and
what?
adapt. But then,
I forgot
as
about
soon
that.
as it kind of clicked in November,
He was
we ended
there. He was
he ended up with, I think the season was 17 goals. It was that
he
year.
was one of
but-
our
and
own,
then-
wasn't he? Yeah.
Right, guys, the teams are coming out for the second half now. As I said before, do not forget to go and join Robbie in the metaverse. The link is in the description down below. He's got all sorts of stuff going on over there. Go and talk to him, Ty, and Lee Judges. But I'm going to give you two. I'm going to give you three a hot take.
Go on.
Right? I'm going to give you a hot take. It's Charity Shield tomorrow, right?
Oh, go on. You're gonna give me a prediction?
No. It should be Manchester City
Man United.
versus West Ham United.
Because you
we're
won
the
the
only two
Conference League.
teams in England that won trophies. Boom.
No, Manchester United won the Carabao Cup.
Yeah. And if anything, that's a domestic.
And made the
trophy.
FA Cup final.
And they made the FA Cup final.
Okay then.
I
Okay, so it should be Manchester City versus
United.
Manchester United.
I agree with
fully
that.
I don't like this idea of the runners-up in the league getting an automatic
Yeah.
pass. to
Rewarding
the-
failure, really.
Yeah,
Why?
like you finished second place.
Yeah.
Why are you in the Community Shield? So if they win the Community Shield this year, it's off the back of finishing second. I don't get that.
But
But then
then-
it should be either the team that was in the FA Cup final, or as you said, the team that wins the League Cup.
But then FA
No, I
Cup.
think it should be the European trophy because it's bigger.
But then FA Cup finalists, you could
What's
say.
bigger, Carabao or Conference League?
Conference League, of course, is bigger.
I think.
Which one do you play bigger teams in?
It depends.
Depends who's in. Yeah, depends who's in
Depends
the
who's in
Conference
it.
League. But
Venice were in
Yeah,
it
that's
this
not in the
year.
comment section. That's a good one. Carabao Cup or Conference League? Which one would you prefer your team wins?
the thing
good
is,
one.
if you give it to FA
I actually
Cup
think
finalists,
I'd go with you. I'd probably take the Conference League.
Yeah.
I think I
European
would
trophy,
too.
qualification to UEFA Cup.
European
or
away
Europa League.
days, like
Okay, what did I get now for the League Cup?
Well, it used
qualifying
to be
round of-
qualifying to Europa
UEFA.
League. Yeah, but I think now it's probably Conference League.
it may. I don't know.
I've said they
I'll
need
have
to.
a look.
This might sound crazy coming from a Spurs fan, but the League Cup for me is just extra fixtures that don't need to be played. We're the only top 5 league in Europe that
Yeah.
still has a League
Yeah.
Cup.
France gave it up.
It
didn't
doesn't.
they, a
Yeah,
couple of years ago.
Germany gave it up like 15 years ago. France gave it up recently. For me, it's you're looking for ways to clear up a bit of room in the fixture calendar. That's one way to clear it out. And the fact that you have 2-leg semi-finals. I mean, what the hell are we doing here?
EFL, I think it's because all the money goes to the EFL, so it goes down the pyramid. I think that's
all money funded. It's all money funded. But the funny thing is sometimes when you take reductions somewhere, you can make profits elsewhere. So maybe the quality of the game goes up in other games. Who knows? People might be willing to spend a bit more money.
It's a Carling or Carabao Cup, as it is now. Yeah. Other brands are available. It said that it's harder to win the Carabao Cup.
Because
tougher
you could
to
come
win
up against
to Man City,
United, a City,
Chelsea.
Whereas in the
They could play their
Conference League,
kids.
You would kind of play maybe the mid-card European teams, or kind of maybe a team that's on
No,
the decline.
I understand, yeah. But
a
most
lot
of
of
the
people
time,
actually agree.
apart from Manchester City, most of the time, you come up against their B teams.
Yeah. Yeah, you could argue that as well, but then are their B teams not good enough to get top 4 in the league?
But if you get to Wembley, you're not going to play. Like if you get to the final and it's Chelsea, Liverpool in the final,
Well, that's
Chelsea
what
City.
Arsenal used to do every year, didn't they? They used to screw
And they-
their kids, man, because they used to play the kids all the way up to the final, and then they get to the final, and then they play all the seniors. I'd be pissed.
No, they used to play the kids in the final and then get. That's
No,
why
they
they
used to
never
play
used to win
some.
the League Cup. They used to play some.
Some
Yeah.
of them. Some
It's
of them.
Mudryk. It's Mudryk. Come on, Mudryk.
We could just look away, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mikhailo. What was that, my man?
He's a
Oh my
professional
God.
football player. He just cost you 100 million quid.
You're a
16
current
million,
player,
man.
you know, playing against old men.
Nah, he's
This
looked good.
is Stamford Bridge. This is your ground.
He's
So
looked
you're
good.
going to own this.
He's looked good pre-season. He's trying to be a little
What is he doing? What is that?
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing
skills
there, mate.
McGill's, that kind of
Yeah.
thing.
But you're right. He has looked semi-decent in pre-season. You
As
hope
a-
that can kind of
As a Chelsea fan, if I got offered Conference League or League Cup, it would be Conference League because we haven't won it. And I know that that's slightly probably not the point of the question, but that's my 10 cents.
Well, when you was chucking your money around, it wasn't around, was it?
No, well, we can't say we've won it all now
Yeah.
because it popped up just as we
Exactly.
thought we had won it all. But
They have won everything, haven't they, Chelsea?
Yeah.
You know, before,
other than the Conference League,
other than conference, obviously it was 2 years old. There's only 2 champions.
won the Club World Cup 22, and that was what
They have won everything. They've
did
won
it.
everything.
It was. That's why, like, people say, Club World Cup, is it? That's for us. It kind of was.
Tom, did you know, right, that before Mourinho, Mourinho as well,
Before
Abramovich,
Abramovich, we were terrible. Is that what you're
came-
trying to say?
he was very level to us on terms of trophies.
Probably
Mate,
something like that.
they
You
were-
had
they
that
were
golden
less than
era,
us.
I
didn't
think
you?
they had about 5 FA Cups and we had 3.
Yeah,
And
but
they had a European Cup.
you had that golden era, didn't you?
and a couple of league titles.
But like that
Well,
60s, 70s when you had.
70s, yeah, it wasn't. I wouldn't call it
Then
the
you
really
had your-
golden era. It was
Well, you
golden era.
claimed the World Cup.
Like Tin Pot era.
Some West Ham fans I know claim the World Cup, like say the
Well,
World Cup win was
yeah,
built
because we won it.
built at the bowling ground. And, got your Billy Bonds as well. What a player he was.
You can't put him in the trophy cabinet.
No, but he was a great player, wasn't he?
He was a great player, yeah.
decent coach, wasn't he? From memory. But
He's all right. He managed Millwall.
it's a funny one because like people forget though we were on an upward trajectory in the 90s, before Roman. Like we'd won the Cup Winners' Cup, won a couple
won
of
a couple
FA
of cups. You ain't. You
won
weren't.
the League Cup.
I don't think you lot were on a trajectory to win titles or compete with Arsenal and United
No.
at the time, in my opinion. I
But
think you lot were just
became
were like
fourth.
Liverpool,
It was floating
kind of
around, yeah,
outsiders
like
looking in, like
trying to get
I
in the
remember it
Champions
was
League
Newcastle,
consistently.
But became
Newcastle,
fourth,
Leeds,
Yeah, you did, yeah.
the year
what-
before.
in and around there. I remember at the time.
But Leeds
Famously,
did it-
or the way the fable goes, that's the reason he bought Chelsea.
Wow.
Well, he got fourth because he was going all the way over to Tottenham otherwise.
But the funny part of it was that Leeds did it by basically bankrupting their club. Ken Bates, a lot of people have criticised him, but he did it, in a sustainable way.
Well, he had to stabilise it.
And we didn't have any money. We were sold for £1 to Ken Bates, so it's
Well played.
You never forget it. But
Good bit of defending there from Jolyon Lescott.
But it does show, you're right, how what the impact owners can have. Look at Newcastle. Newcastle in 10 years will have probably won almost everything, you'd have to say.
Nah.
You don't.
I think there's
10
too
years?
much.
No chance.
I think there's too much competition.
20 years then. 20 years then.
I think there's too much competition now. They'll get a couple. They'll get a couple of cups.
They'll
and
win
stuff.
a Premier League in the next 10 years, I think.
I can't see anyone but Man City winning it until Pep Guardiola goes.
He's going in a couple of years, isn't he?
I think Newcastle will definitely get a title, but I don't think they will be as dominant as the City and Chelsea takeovers have been. Despite having the finances available, I think we've seen summers like this summer where they're not going to be like the other takeovers where they just
Well, this is my hot
uselessly
take.
splash money. Oh my God, Jack Wilshere.
Well, this is my hot take for the season. I don't think Newcastle get top 4 this season.
I think that's a hot take.
Yeah, I think
The reason
I
for
think
it-
we all kind of agreed on that.
Yeah.
Didn't we? Yeah.
Well, the reason for it
You
was...
expect Champions League to kind of have a knock-on effect.
They've not got the depth.
The depth isn't as deep as everybody thinks it is. I think they do have good players, but not in maybe the kind of quality where if you're going to be competing for top 4 and the Champions League,
Yeah.
it's not really there
Depth.
yet, in my opinion.
Depth-wise, I mean, their subs bench is that of a mid-table to bottom-table Prem side. Their first team is brilliant, but you don't see a lot of evolution in that squad. And now they've got Europe, it's a squad game, isn't it? And but yeah, no.
It's a penalty.
Is that a penalty?
Was that Pires?
No, Robert Pires there fouled in the box, but not given.
Nath man says Nicky is kind of negative. You're just working that out. Wow.
To be fair, as a West Ham fan, I mean, what? It's not been a summer where there's been a lot to be particularly positive about.
There is nothing to be positive about at the moment. We lost 4-0 today.
Yeah, to Bayer Leverkusen.
4-0.
To Leverkusen.
We still beat you.
Yeah, I know. That's what you were celebrating a couple of weeks ago. So now I'm glad that all of this is happening.
No, we looked a mess.
Do you put the blame at Moyes' door or?
Yes.
There are
higher
all
up
of their
him?
faults. No, do you know what? I'll put the blame on the board's door
Yeah, I would.
because they've just shoved that Stuyvesant in front of him.
I saw
And he don't
David
know what to do
Gold's
with him.
daughter has been just appointed to the board, I think.
Yeah.
But if you've got a manager that's not allowed to make any signings,
Oh my God, that is too easy.
Offside.
Mark Noble dictating tempo out there, man. Could
Mark-
use him in midfield
No,
again
he's
nowadays.
about to get the first brace of his career.
But he's been removed as sporting director by Tim Stuyton, hasn't he, Marky Noble?
Yeah, he has, yeah. But I think I think he agreed to do that. I don't think he liked the role. I think it was a bit too much pressure for him.
Yeah.
He just wanted to stroll about and that and tell everyone how good they were.
It seems like Moyes is getting undermined by quite a lot of, by Stuyton, and
It's a mess.
I
It's an
feel
absolute
for
mess.
him because he's just gone and won, one of the biggest days in recent history for West Ham, let's say, and he's just being completely undermined by a technical director who's known as the next.
I don't think he's been undermined.
Do you not think he is?
No, I don't think. I think he's been undermined by the chairman
Because what about Ward?
because the
Prowse?
chairman has given him the license to go and do what he's going to do.
Yeah.
And before you do that, you've got to ask Moyes, in my opinion.
Why is James Ward-Prowse being vetoed? He's a great signing to be
I
making.
think Ward-Prowse will end up with us still.
I hope.
If we miss out on Alvarez or
here we go.
Oh
Good
my
goal.
God, that is a great goal. Great build-up.
Dario
Dario Serna. Former
He
Shakhtar
earned his big
Donetsk
move.
legend.
He never took his
Former
big move,
Croatia
did he?
captain as well. Two-one to Team Zinchenko.
I wonder why Serna never took his big move. He probably had the chance a couple of times.
Oh, you're a legend at Shakhtar. Captain there. Won European trophies there as well. Mini league titles.
Knocked us.
Not everybody is pulled by the allure of the Premier League, but quality player nonetheless.
We'll forget, and he was in the Shakhtar team that made sure Chelsea were the first champions to be knocked out in the group stage of the Champions League. And that was an amazing Shakhtar team. That Willian in there, you had so many hot players in there. Serna was one of them.
interested. 2-1. It is
Team
2-1, isn't it?
Zinchenko, yeah.
The pro
Quality
the
team goal.
active
Oh my
player.
God.
Mudryk.
there
Who the
we
hell is
go.
that?
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay, yeah, Mudryk. Okay.
Oh,
Winning.
the
Team
speed.
Shevchenko almost equalising straight away. Who is that? Is that a politician?
That's hilarious.
No,
That sounds like my dad.
Luzhny.
that the Arsenal chap, Lebrov?
Lebrov, yeah. Is it? Who is that?
Lebrov? I don't actually
He looks
know.
like the Foreign Ministry Affairs governor.
It doesn't. Yeah.
Mate, wrong place.
No, he's a player. He's
Almost
He's an
finished it,
ex-player. I'm sure he is.
Right, Vivek Lambert sends a super chat. He says, unbiased thoughts on Robert Sanchez. He hasn't seen him personally. What do you guys think? Robert Sanchez, Chelsea man, are you looking forward to having him in your team?
I'm unconvinced, but at worst, it will give Kepa some competition. At best, he's going to have his old goalkeeper coach that he had at Brighton back. He's going to have Ben Roberts back. If Ben Roberts can get him back to what he was, it's a good signing. Wouldn't be a first pick, but I think you ask almost any Chelsea fan, he wouldn't be your first pick. But
Yeah.
I think let's see. I'm still concerned about the goalkeeper department, but I guess he alleviates it a little bit.
Who do you think? You rate Robert Sanchez?
I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I know because I don't know.
Yeah,
He's
that's
never
a good
convinced.
answer.
Nah.
He's never convinced me, to be fair. Anytime I've seen him at Brighton, he's always looked like he's got a mistake in him. I think, of course, he's one of those progressive goalkeepers who play with his feet a little bit, but I don't know. Having him and Kepa both as your options, I wanted, well, not I wanted, but I felt like Chelsea should have definitely got a keeper that they can kind of hedge their bets on. Whether
But
it's
who?
like
Someone
Mike-
reliable.
A Mike Mannion, for me. I think I
80.
would have gone and
80 million quid.
I would have done that.
Is that
you
how
have
much
paid
it
up?
they
For
were?
me, that's what the type of goalkeeper you need.
You've
if
got to
that
do
makes
that,
sense.
though.
I'd
haven't you?
love
You've got to
him.
spend
Yeah.
to get someone like that. You do.
That's who we wanted.
Ramsdale cost
but
50 million quid.
Exactly.
50
And
million
Wow.
pounds for
How
that
how much did
For who?
Pope cost?
Ramsdale.
I think Pope cost
Kepa was
around
70.
that as well. But I think when you've got a top quality goalkeeper, you
It
always say
makes
they
a
can save
world
you.
of difference.
Oh, it's Arveladze.
Avaladze, that's who it was. But they can save you 10 points a season on average.
Oh,
Fergie
yeah,
used to
yeah.
say it was. Schmeichel used to get him that. And there's some games where you just
Czech.
realise the difference. Czech used to be like that as well. Courtois once upon a time.
Alisson.
Yeah, he was.
Allison the last couple of years has maybe sometimes where would Liverpool be last year
Yeah.
if he wasn't there type of thing. So I always think it's one of those positions you don't mess around with.
No.
I always feel like you get
Yeah.
that one option that's like, you know what, I can hang my hat on him for the next decade. And I just
And that's
I
what
look
you
at
want.
Kepa, I look at Sanchez. I know Kepa, the thing is maybe Poch is looking at Kepa and thinking, I saw improvements last year. He is young. Let's not get it twisted. We do have to allow these players for growth sometimes. So maybe
Yeah.
he's thinking, I think he's 25 still, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's about 25.
So it's like
Yeah.
for a goalkeeper, that's like
It is.
kiddy's age.
Yeah.
So for
Kid's
me, it's a
age.
case of could Poch be looking at that and thinking, can I maybe take him another level? But then I've also got
Mould
the
him.
Premier League experienced goalkeeper as a backup as well.
Well, it's one. Yeah, it's one
Good
where
position.
I think as a Chelsea fan, right, if we don't get Caicedo, I'll be disappointed we didn't spend on a slightly better goalkeeper, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
But you know, Chelsea's goals have been all about trying to get the next player before they hit 80 million quid. So that's why we've signed like Leslie, Hugo Chukwu, Andre Santos, players like that. And if you know, we've signed Gabriel Slonina, who is, you know, next top goalkeeper coming out of the United States. So they don't want to be spending this money in the future. But sometimes, you know, at the present, we can't be relying on future top players.
Yeah.
And my fear is that if we're going to completely sacrifice today for tomorrow, it'll just cause problems. You have to, like with Enzo, the club realised you have to pay up in those positions.
Yeah.
For me, DM, goalkeeper, we have to pay up. We managed to get a bit of a shortcut in getting Nicholas Jackson from Villarreal for a pretty good price. Some positions you just can't make shortcuts.
And the problem you don't
Yeah,
want is to be
I
making that
agree.
mistake, and then you're now having to replace Sanchez and Kepa next season, and it's just
God,
an
that'd
ongoing
be-
problem. Because I'll be honest with you, as a Spurs fan, we can talk about that of our right back position because we got rid of Kyle Walker and then spent 6 years replacing him.
Very,
Basically,
yeah, we
And
did.
we've gone
Trippier.
through
Yeah.
Doherty, we've gone through Trippier, we've gone
Porro.
through Tanganga, we've
Never
gone
got it right.
Emerson Royale,
Yeah.
Jed
and
Spence.
now Jed Spence came in and didn't even get a chance, and now we've got Pedro Porro who came in and has had some scares. I've personally got full faith that he is the replacement Porro, but
What's
you
gone
look
wrong
at
though with us for that? What is it? Is it didn't
that
spend
position?
enough? Didn't
well,
find the
it's
best?
every single time we've essentially let whoever was the backup. We're not going to sign our first team right back. We're going to just let the backup step up. So Kyle Walker leaves. Kieran Trippier, you're the backup. We just signed you from Burnley the year before. You can now take the step up. And this is a time when we're going for trophies and actually competing. So it was like, hold on, we can't have the Burnley right back all of a sudden.
We need to start acting like the winners we want to be.
Aurier, all of a sudden, we signed him from PSG. He wasn't really of the level. So once Trippier, his form went out the window, we said, Serge Aurier, you're the backup.
Hit the bar there.
Then it was Serge Aurier's fumbling. Doherty, we've just signed you on a cheap.
Sounds
you
a
can
joke,
step
doesn't
up.
it? It's like a pantomime.
And then Tanganga came out of nowhere for a few months, and it was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Such a merry-go-round. We signed Emerson for 30 million thinking,
That's
this might be the solution. We saw how bad that's been the last 18 months. And then we had to spend 43 million on Porro, and now we're hoping 6 years later that can kind of be the position.
See, when you
so
say
the last
like
thing you
that,
want
it's
is
a joke.
you look at your team as well, the Chelsea team, and I see so many talented youngsters, so many under 24 players, where I'm like, if Chelsea can get the right manager, which they did in Poch,
I feel we do.
And now they can build the kind of foundations. In 2 or 3 years, this could be one of the scariest teams in European football, in my opinion. But if you don't sign that central midfielder next to Enzo, if you don't sign that goalkeeper, I just feel like, as you said, those are such key positions you can't
take
compromise
shortcuts.
Yeah.
Boy, there's going to be leaking holes in that team because that backline won't have protection in front of it or behind it.
And the
so
problem,
no matter what quality of defenders for Fana, Banyashul, you can have all these guys, but
Disasi now as well.
I'm not really too keen on Disasi. I think he's just a tier below those two. But
the issue I've got as well is that, like, all well and good having the best young players, and I feel that we actually genuinely do.
Yeah, you do.
But if we float and drop down a level in the Premier League, these players are going to develop, then they're not going to want to stay. So you can't fully invest everything in the future. You have to maintain a level. And is Robert Sanchez for me really that level? Probably not. But I'm going to give him a chance and hope that Ben Roberts can. But I just feel again like we can't make shortcuts. I mean, I think the club think, Andre Santos, maybe we've got a shortcut in the DM role. It's very difficult. It is very difficult to see.
Tom Grennan just putting one over there.
Because the worst thing is...
I'm laughing at Tom Grennan. I'm sorry.
Wow. The worst thing is, though, right, in September, when you get into September and you know your goalkeeper's a naff, and you know you've got to deal with another 8-9 months of an unreliable goalkeeper, it's a very not very nice thought. But
no.
I hope that Robert Sanchez can...
What are your hopes for Spurs this season?
I said this season is probably the season with the least expectations I've ever had for Spurs.
I think a lot.
Really?
Yeah, you probably speak for a lot of fans.
I think that, you look at it, we've got no European football. We've got a new manager that's coming in. We've got a director of football in jail. I've got an owner that's been indicted by the US.
You can't make this up, can
I've got a transfer window that's been basically us signing promising youngsters in the hope that they become good players in the sense of Vicario, Van de Ven. I think the only proven talent we've signed is James Maddison.
True.
So I look at it and I'm like, there is already the top 6 that was better than us last year because Newcastle have replaced us in the top 6 now. So we should be 7th. And you look at the way Aston Villa's business has been done and the way they were in the second half of last season. I'm like, I'm sure a lot of people would have them above us. So I've kind of got us in like the 7th, 8th mold.
That's depressing, isn't it?
But the thing is, I don't have a problem with that. I'm not expecting a top 6 finish.
I'm hoping.
My thing is this year, all I want is Ange to come in, build an identity, build a culture at the club where the players are happy environment. You're playing a style of football that all the players can understand. Everybody has bought into what you're trying to do, and they're all singing the same hymn sheet. That way, when next summer now comes round, you know Kane is out of the door. You know Son is probably on his last leg. Now you look at the board to say, right, I've built this culture and this foundation. What are you as a board going to do to now back me? So
we need patience, don't we, and belief that it's going to happen.
It's the same thing when Pochettino first came. I remember up until November, it was looking like he could potentially get sacked. He was one game away from getting sacked and then turned it round.
He knew what he was doing.
4 or 5 years, he was able to build something solid. So for me, it's like Ange has come in. I initially, when he came in, was looking at it like, who the hell is this guy?
This job.
He's spoken and said the right things. He's handled and talk the right way. So
it's like he kind of gets it already, what Spurs is about and what we need. And the discourse with the players, there's obviously a lot of stuff's gone on behind the scenes with the players. You just feel like
there's so much there for him to kind of go through as well. But either way, I think this season it's kind of just a blank canvas for him to kind of do what he wants.
That's positive.
I think it
for
should
me,
be.
the
That's
thing
a
is, you
positive
could say
take
it's
on it.
positive, but for me, I'm kind of looking at it as it's hopeless. You know what I
For me,
mean?
though,
No, I
right,
took that positively.
Yeah.
I find it crazy with you guys saying you got no expectation, and I would, I don't blame you for saying it. Then I think it's crazy you keep Harry Kane for a season.
Why not?
Why
This is
would
why
you?
I
But
don't
that-
think
that's
he's
what I'm
gonna
saying.
stay.
We have
I don't
cash
think
in.
he's
This
gonna
year, if
stay.
it's just going to be vibes and build a culture, then why not have Harry Kane for a farewell tour? It's like, hey, every stadium we go on, dunk on them for one last time. Why not? Yeah.
But will he really want that when all he wants now
Ain't
is
about
to
what he wants.
get the
He wants to
trophies
win.
and he's tired, he's exhausted with this.
And the way I see it is like, maybe with a club at such a low, no expectation, that blank canvas might result in players stepping up, might result in you've got something new, that old team's
It's like
gone
an
now.
even kill, isn't it?
And you might go, maybe some players that weren't, might be able to come and express themselves. And by keeping Kane around, you're kind of, it'll become like a, first you have the stories about
Oh,
what
God, you're
Kane's
not going
going
to
to
tell
do.
me keeping Kane is a bad thing now, are you? Watch your words very carefully now, Tom.
We're bruised.
Be
We're
careful.
tender.
I said
think,
keeping Kane
I
is
think
going to
if-
disrupt the flow of the next movement.
no, he's not a disruptive player, but if you've got no expectation and you're not going to finish in Europe, I think you just cash him in now. I have to be honest.
He will. I could.
Well, obviously,
can I bet on
listen,
this?
that's me saying I've got no expectations.
Yeah.
I'm sure Daniel Levy and them lot are looking at it like, oh, maybe we can sneak into Europa, you know? 5 more million.
Honestly, you could amuse me for hours.
Aye. Team Shevchenko just on the edge of the box here. Can they
tell you what,
finally
they're
get something?
turning-
Oh my God, a bit of samba hips.
Oh,
They're turning the screw now, though.
Clarence Seedorf said, yo, it ain't just my feed that's fresh, watch these skills.
But I don't know what to expect as a Chelsea fan, if I'm honest. Next season, I mean, I think
it's about the long-term plan for Chelsea.
from our
though,
fan
isn't
base
it?
is though that even a top 6 finish, Poch will be under so much pressure, and I'm
he
just
will.
thinking, if we come 6th but show potential, I don't think that should be something we criticise, because he's already come in and brought some identity, made fitness.
Oh,
I'm already
Poch.
seeing so much good stuff, but if people think that means we're going to start
Listen, you lot are going to finish 5th.
winning the league,
Stop trying to downplay it, man.
I'm taking 5th,
You lot
man.
are finishing 5th.
If you offer me
it'll
5th,
Hey, we would
and it'll
take
be-
5th as
and
well.
it'll be, you lot will be in the top 4 race the whole season.
And
but
bottom.
as I said, in goal, Kepa will let you down in certain games, and that's where you'll kind of end up 5th. But
5th
5th
can
gets
get
Champions
yeah.
League, so
5th
you
gets
guys won't
Champions
complain about that.
Yeah.
I'd
But
shake on 5th.
I think Newcastle
Yeah.
will be impacted by the Champions League.
Yep.
They'll probably end up 6th, but I think Chelsea, for me, should do better. Should do better this year. No reason not to. New manager, a lot of good players. Kind of fresh season. You've started shedded a lot of the dead weight as well. No reason not to.
I think I would hope
Robert
so.
Perez here. Mark Noble, come on, give us something. Oh, he's chopping. Yeah, Lescott said no more of that shit. No more of that.
I'm not playing.
Let's charge it. There we go.
I guess my point was
Look, Lescott's still going.
Wow, Andre,
Nah, he said, yo, I'm knackered now. You see that?
Jimmy Floyd, come on, Jimmy Floyd,
Jimmy.
finish it. Oh,
Jimmy, come on, man. This ain't 1996. Come on.
And, you know what it is sometimes I can tell some of these players in their mind they are still that 28-year-old who
Of
was,
course.
but it's
You
like,
would
hey man,
though.
the
Your
legs
brain-
ain't there.
Yeah, you would. I would.
and that's why I've enjoyed this game so much, because actually I'm seeing maybe just like sparks, but you do see sparks of great players that we've never seen before, and
Yeah, there's a good energy. I know it's for charity, and that's probably why everyone's so friendly and up for it. But there's definitely a good energy on the pitch.
Other
Nearly
than that one photo op between PK and I forget.
Was
who it
that an actual photo he was doing? Because it looked like it
Yeah.
was.
Other than that,
What?
it's been pretty
Competitive.
Proper, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, PK.
Nearly
Not
70
competitive.
minutes. Nearly 70 minutes gone. It's still 2-1 to Team Zinchenko. Don't forget, guys. Remember, still join Don Robbie in the metaverse only for today as well. So, any questions you want to pop to him, Lee or Ty, feel free to pop over. Link is in the description. Victoryleagues.io. Join them in the metaverse. They'll be playing a bunch of quizzes. There'll be a live show after the game as well. Make sure you're getting involved in all the action.
It's competitive, but not as competitive as our man Fuad at the Claw Cup.
Hey,
That
listen.
was inspirational
man.
stuff. Honestly.
It's dog eat dog out there.
Oh,
yeah?
what ball that is.
When I
Mate,
cross the white lines, I
That was
don't know nobody.
You led the DR troops with valor.
You know what I'm saying?
It was.
Like a red mist, yeah.
Listen,
Oh. He worked for that man of the match. For that man of the match award, whoa.
Sounds like I missed out.
Oh, it was.
It was
Greatness.
hoping he'll do it
It was-
next year as well.
it
Should be
was-
fun. Seeing a lot of content creators who, talk football all year round, and then now it's like, hey, come on, show us what you got.
Yeah. Talk the talk.
You were ace. You were ace.
Yeah.
Fred. I
I've
love
just
it.
realised something, Fred.
What's that?
We're logged into the stream as AFTV. Should we start?
Are you saying we could call some trouble in the chat?
Manchester City.
Don Robinho says, Fuad's just like me. He don't spare nobody.
Here we go. Samuel
Listen,
Eto'o
man.
again. Oh.
Oh, look at the
Everybody's your
dancing going
friend.
on in the
Everybody's your
mess
friend
bit.
till there's a 50-50 ball.
Look at the size of Fat CJ up there. Look.
Has he got sunglasses on?
I don't know.
Clarence Seedorf's he's got aura, that man. He's swatting around that pitch with aura.
Mark Noble said, no.
This is mad.
No, you're not.
Jack Wilshere trying to drive up the pitch. Jolyon Lescott.
How's he still playing?
Look at Jolyon Lescott. Dog.
He's doubled his West Ham.
Dog.
No injuries.
Zinchenko
Like-
FC.
Who was the bigger West Ham legacy? Mark Noble or Declan Rice? Because Rice
Ooh,
got
good
you that
question.
trophy.
Great question.
I don't know.
Great question.
I
I didn't
don't know.
expect him to be stopped.
It's Noble.
No, I didn't.
No, Noble stayed his whole career, so it's got to be Noble.
But Rice won
do you know
the
what?
European
Right?
Cup.
I've got to show you something quickly, Fred. Someone just
Dida's just come off.
sent me
Dida.
something on X, not even Twitter anymore. X.
Yeah, an X.
Cheating on
Transfer
Dida.
News Live, which is quite a big Twitter account. It's 2 million followers. Pep Guardiola has said on Declan Rice, Arsenal bought an incredible player. All right, and then someone sent me this.
I think I know what it is. English rice, 100 million.
Oh, I've seen those.
Arrozinho, 50 million.
That's from
Risotto,
Brazil. Risotto.
35 million.
Risotto is the one that killed me.
Reis, which is Dutch, 12 million. Yeah, British tax, man. Listen, British tax is real.
12 million.
12 million.
Wow.
I love that.
Jimmy Floyd
Risotto.
Hasselbank coming off. I love him. He's a great.
Do you know
pundit,
what? I
Jimmy Floyd.
love him.
Martini
Look
says,
at his
who
face.
is that handsome bald guy?
His punditry.
Is his name? Nick Wright.
Thank you, man.
Cute.
Who is this handsome boy? Have you not watched him on West Ham Fan TV?
Exactly.
He's a star of it.
We're going to get something here. Robert Pires.
I'm definitely not the star of it.
You're the creator. You're the OG.
I'm a bit of it.
You're the OG.
Go on. 1-2. Bakary Sagna has been on that flank all day.
Do you know, I'm going to be ruthless here, right?
Finish!
Unlucky
Jack
wheelchair.
Wilshere missing another sitter. No, it's not even Jack Wilshere. Apologies.
We're on the road to 100k on West Ham Fan TV. So if you are over here and you're watching DR Sports and you've liked my brand of comedy this afternoon,
My brand of
Subscribe.
comedy.
Just subscribe, all
just
right?
subscribe. Yeah,
it's a
just
lull
subscribe.
second.
Oh, go on.
Really good chance that though.
Don't worry about the team. Don't worry about the signings. Just go and subscribe to the channel, please.
Make sure you worry about Astra Gugu if you get him this season. Now.
Oh yeah, he's left. Dom, he's left the channel.
Oh, that's a shame. I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
he's gonna pursue a new career. Wow, penalty.
That did look
that a
like
penalty?
a pen to me, but but that was the iconic moment that that was how I
Play the
became
ball now.
aware of
Of
it.
course, yeah,
It
you
was-
get the viral moments.
Oh.
And also the
Hasn't got it,
guy,
hasn't
you
got
might
the
not
speed.
remember
The
it.
strength.
He wanted his shorts. He wanted his.
Yeah,
Oh!
that's the one. That's the one.
Oh yeah, I remember it.
Were you at that game?
No,
Because you weren't anchoring
no,
it.
it wasn't me. No, it wasn't
Yeah.
me.
That's what made
And
me.
I
fall.
also didn't anchor the airport this way, Prague that way. Wasn't there either.
But it's just those moments that make fan media, like, it doesn't matter what club, I just love it to bits. Like,
We used to have the funniest guy on West Ham Fan TV, man. Do you know what? I hope he's well because I haven't seen him in a long time. His name was Nathan, and he was a disabled guy. And he used to have to have a wheelchair. And oh my goodness, was that
Oh.
Joe Cole, what a man.
Wow, that's surprising.
safe? And
About to have a heart
When
attack.
we was doing really well in the last season of the bowling, he come out with some crackers. He was saying, "Oh, we're going to win the bloody boat race at this point."
Oh, that was a great season for West Ham.
Yeah, it was great.
Slaven Bilic, wasn't it? Yeah.
Fuad, why don't you post on your personal channel anymore? People really enjoy your content.
Oh, no, that's coming back. I was basically keeping it quiet for the summer. I was just like,
You're resting.
Summer's
Yeah.
hard,
Yeah.
man.
Summer's like, do you know what it is? I don't like putting out almost like what I feel is
Filler
content. Yeah, I want
I
like if
respect
I'm
that.
putting out content, I want you to enjoy it fully. So it's like once the season kicks up again,
Oh.
THFC show with me and Tobes, we will be back. Go and subscribe to the YouTube in the meantime.
DR Sports, are you doing the big fight live tonight? Ooh, I don't know.
Actually, production can let me know on that one. I'm not sure. I think Laurie and the boys might be here. I did see Laurie
He's
floating.
been around the
Laurie's
studio
around.
because I was on with Laurie before this.
Yeah.
So he's definitely about.
Maybe one of the guys in production can let me know.
And made my debut on the rival channel today. So it was
Yeah.
I don't know how to
Oh.
feel. To be
Dirty.
honest.
Something here?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do. Honestly.
See it in your face. You're like, oh.
No, I'm. Well, what's going on here?
I can't
What's
believe
some
the guys
dancing?
on the metaverse have been generous enough to give Lee a bit of hair there. I just noticed
They
that.
have, yeah. Do you know
Well, it was
what?
I noticed that. Yeah, they just gave him like a little bit, just at the back there, a bit.
I
of
don't
pepper
think
spray.
Lee's seen a bit of hair since 1978.
Laser hair removal. facial
78,
removal.
very specific. Yeah.
And it wasn't his head.
I was really impressed with him at the Claw Cup though. I didn't realise how good a footballer he was.
Thought he was an old boy, innit? Wouldn't be able to
Do
get
you know
around.
what? Lee was a baller.
He was very good,
He was
wasn't
a
he?
baller, mate. Yeah, he's still a baller, but back in the day, he was a baller. He played semi-pro, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Someone
played a lot of
told me
semi-pro, yeah.
afterwards, yeah. And I think he was quite a serious cricket
Yeah,
player
yeah.
as well. So
Need to do a documentary on Lee one day.
I've really enjoyed
He
this
played
second half. By
Quidditch
the way.
until he became evil.
The second half's been fun. I've enjoyed it actually. A bit quicker paced, I think.
Yeah.
Much better from Team
More
Shevchenko.
energy.
One more! Oh my god, he did not see that.
I wonder if it'll be pens if it's a draw. By the way.
It shouldn't be, but here's for Team Shevchenko. It's
William
2-2.
Gallas.
It's William Gallas with a
Oh,
very
that was
grey beard.
brilliant.
He's got the wrong goal. He was one wanting to score own goals.
He actually does.
When he left Chelsea, he wanted to score own goals.
My god.
He is chuffed with that.
Well done, William Gallas.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
He scored some bangers for Chelsea. Well, William Gallas.
Yeah, he has.
Emma Hayes, gotta love that.
Oh,
What's his
standing in
defending
offside
there?
position there. Times it well. Cuts back to him.
That was great.
Easy as you like.
That was
Easy as you
good.
like, man.
Strikers finish. That's what they say.
Per Mertesacker getting skinned by Jermaine Defoe. Oh, guess we've seen that somewhere before. Nice. Joe Cole almost fell over there trying to back heel that in.
Don't know why I found that funny. Oh, look.
Clarence Seedorf.
That was such a girl response, wasn't it? I was like, oh, look. That's adorable.
One day, really, really clutch last 12 minutes here. 2-2. Who's going to win the game for Ukraine?
Last 10 minutes of the game, guys. Do go and join the guys over at the Metaverse. There is still loads of people in there. They're dancing,
They're
having a
still
good time.
dancing.
They're listening to Ty, they're listening to Lee, they're listening to Robbie. There's going to be stuff going on after that as well. So don't forget, click the link in the description down below and get yourself in that Metaverse.
Post-match concert too. You'll
Post-match concert.
Enjoy Robbie's shapes in there too. So.
Cap says Fuad would have chopped the fault in half there. You are 100% correct there. That's what I was looking at Mertesacker. I was like, hey, the opportunity for a slide tackle is right there. Charity game? Oh, go on then.
David James
God,
on the pitch
why not?
now.
Could it be Pens?
Calamity James.
Pens if it's
Yeah, I was
there.
going to say, if it's a draw, do you think
It's
yeah.
not. It
Yeah.
doesn't say. I was looking around the
Or is it
game
90
for
minutes,
Ukraine,
that's-
but no, I suspect they would go to a
These guys are
shootout.
old boys, man. They ain't got it in them.
There's a trophy presentation.
Oh.
No, there's a trophy presentation.
Oh, is there?
Someone has to be
Defending
winner.
William
So they
Gallas.
have to, unless they share it, but that's a bit.
Oh, that's too nice.
No,
I mean, I know it's all charity, but that's too nice.
I don't. Also, I quite like to see some pens.
Yeah, I would.
Petr Cech win another penalty
some dinks.
shootout. And
Got some more subs. Chelsea Grimes coming on. And James Arthur as well.
impossible.
Just ridiculous that we've got James Arthur. I'm sorry, it's
It's very soccer-aidy.
Yeah, it's true.
Got to sprinkle a few of them celebs in.
Yeah, they've got to get their year's worth of work.
Are you
haven't
lot
they?
covering Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz? When is that?
If that's the fight you mean later on, I don't think
No,
so.
that's not later on.
No.
That's
And I'm not sure. I don't know. You'd have to message
good.
Laurie, James Toon, Nick Francis, the Fight Boys.
Production will probably give us a nod or. What's going on here? There's a little Hayes and Shevchenko doing a little
Chelsea Grimes.
tactics.
Like
meeting,
her, man.
Mm.
I thought I saw her on a show with Wim Hof about.
Yeah, she
6
does
months
the
ago.
Match of the Day X stuff.
Yeah.
decent. Presenter from Liverpool.
That's it.
I think she's good friends with our mate AGT.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool beans.
Do you do accents for everything?
I've got accents for everything now.
Yeah, it's
It
good.
is today.
Oh, is it?
Paul Diaz is today.
Oh, it is today.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's the fight they were asking about. Are we covering later on? I'm not sure then, because I know that's a big
We
one.
should be.
Yeah. I
I'd have
didn't
thought so.
What with Jake Paul?
Well, Laurie's been about.
Oh, yeah,
that
Jake Paul,
was-
Nate Diaz.
Yeah, it's tonight.
Yeah, Laurie's been about, so I would have thought we would. But
They
do
should
you think
invite
of
me
Jake
on
Paul?
there.
are you an enthusiast? Are you an enthusiast?
I'll be asleep in 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's
Oh
the
yeah,
problem.
'cause you don't like anything apart from footy.
No, footy.
There's that's the problem with those late streams, man. I always think, how the hell do people stay up? Because I'm like, I
They're not that
try
late,
and
are they? Like midnight or something. 11
Still,
o'clock?
Listen.
you have to get home afterwards.
anything
and-
past midnight these days, I'm
I
like,
reckon the main card's going to be on at 4, 5 a.m.
Oh,
The
it's
main
not a
Here we
fight.
go.
oh, do you know? I just realised Fabio Cannavaro's wearing a suit. He's not even playing today.
Is he
It's
not?
there to support the troops. You know, you can't.
He must have got injured because I know he was definitely down to play.
He was on the list.
Ballon d'Or
Yeah.
hype. Go on, hit it.
I'm enjoying
James
it.
Arthur!
Oh,
That's what you got to do, man.
He's
Get on
running
the
around
pitch.
like the
it
geese at the Goonies.
I'm sorry, but look at I'm sorry.
It's strange because it's been a game
Look,
of ex
what's that?
pros.
Yeah, he didn't get enough backlift on that.
It's been a game of ex pros, and then just to see like a soccer aid player just
It's
stroll
so-
on, it's just a bit like.
Bizarre. I get it. I
Yeah.
get why they've done that, but it's bizarre.
Because there are other performers there, but they're all performing
that?
in the concert. Like,
Is that Dr. X?
Who was that?
Pretty sure that was Dr. X from the X-Men. No?
is Roman Kemp coming on as well? I haven't seen
I
him.
think he's
yet.
been playing.
Strong. Is he strong?
I've not seen him on the website. I think they had some late.
Jack Wilshere has lasted 82
Whoa.
minutes. The highest of his career.
Wow.
Combined.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'm applauding that.
I'll eat a bit's legs.
They used to call him old
Done
Jack
it.
Wheelchair, eh? Chelsea Grimes.
It's been enjoying well.
That was a disturbing voice. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you guys think we get a winner, or do you guys think we're going?
I hope so. I'm hoping for a Seedorf slammer.
Oh, that was brilliant. That
Look
was.
at Gallas. Look, he wants to score again. Look.
Yeah,
Hungry
he's,
for
He's
it.
getting on walkies now.
Do you reckon Marky
Look, every
Noble's
defender's
gonna-
doing it now. They're all bursted up.
Yeah.
Get Marky Noble.
It's like
on
we can
to-
do this.
He
Get him on.
came off, didn't he?
Get the step over.
Yeah,
that.
but get him
You're
back
1v1
on,
here.
roll.
I reckon he's the
Rolling
man of the match.
Rolling
I'm not
subs.
being biased, but I reckon he was.
Who?
Mark Noble.
Noble. Oh.
Maybe
Seedorf,
yeah.
maybe.
Him or Seedorf. Robert Pires.
Is that our first injury?
Robert Pires. Yeah, that's a
But their
good one.
joints are so delicate.
Oh, come
over the age
on.
of
That was
40.
barely contact there. Do you know what? That's typical Pires there.
Yeah.
I can't lie to you. That is typical Pires. If you know, you know.
You can tell he's on the circuit because he's been very impressive. He definitely.
Oh, yeah. He's still doing Master
got
League kick-arounds and
fitness.
things like that for sure.
Masters football was the best thing that ever existed ever, and I miss it.
Don Robinho says DR Sports should organise a tournament with the London subscribers. I'd love to play against Fuad.
Would you? No.
You wouldn't. He'd chop
Sounds
you in
like a
half, mate.
challenge.
We'll have like a team Chelsea, team Spurs, team Arsenal, team West Ham kind of thing.
Listen, you're not playing for Team Spurs unless you're willing to die on the pitch.
And somebody else did say, what did they say? Bring on Mudryk and the pregnant woman now.
Oh, Rachael Janky.
Do we think she is pregnant?
Yeah, she is.
She's definitely pregnant, yeah.
Yeah, I think she came on
That's
for a
dangerous.
Either that.
and then just took her off.
Or her and Ed who went out for a buffet last night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I went all out. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Pizza Hut buffet.
She's smuggling the noodles.
The pre-match,
Yeah.
the pre-match meal. Yeah. Gotta say something like Carlo Cudicini.
You know what, though? When
as
she
well.
was on the pitch, I didn't see anybody go within like 5 meters of her.
Yeah, I know.
So I was like, well done, lads. You knew the mission.
Also, that's scary. Like,
is. I
you've got
can't
a
lie to
little
you.
baby in there. Like, a
Oh, I
football
couldn't
coming
do
at
it.
you is dangerous.
Yeah.
Good to see
Ron
Carlo.
McKieran still complaining like he did in 2004.
It's good to see some things haven't changed.
Some things just never change.
Nah, it's
do they?
nice. Home.
She's brought Danny Mills in. How comes like Henri ain't playing?
Can't believe Danny Mills has played Champions League semi-final.
Why?
Why?
I don't know. It's
he's
not
played
even.
in-
He's
he's
played in the
played
World Cup.
in the World Cup
No, I
final,
know.
yeah?
Seth Johnson.
I'll tell you why. Seth Johnson,
midfielder.
he got paid massive fee, didn't he? Because when he got his wage offer, they were like, "We'll ask for $3,000 a week," and he got offered $30,000 a week, and they found it hilarious.
The story goes, right, that the agent said to him outside the door, as they was just about to walk in with Rizdale, he said, listen,
This is a story, yeah.
if you shut your mouth and don't say nothing and let me do the talking, you could walk out of this room with $10,000 a week, right? And he went into the room and he went, right, I'm not messing around. We want these negotiations done, £30,000 a week, and I'm not paying a penny more. And he went,
Yeah.
£30,000 a week? He went, oh, okay, £40,000 a week, but that is it. That is the story, right?
Yeah,
That's the story, right?
that's
Really?
because he was on about $1,500, and he was like, let's just get to $5-10 a week. And Peter Ridsdale, exactly as Nicky says, I've heard that many times. Like,
He just used to basically offer ridiculous wages.
That's why
so-
they just
$30,000 a week, and that's
why
why
they win a championship.
they went boom and bust. But
I've never understood that, man.
it's just with Danny Mills. It's because I never was sort of when I started watching games. It was when he was at Man City, and he was a good player, but he wasn't that good. Like
Mills.
Danny Mills, yeah.
He was all right.
He was
He was
solid,
all right.
man.
Yeah, he was.
solid.
He went Man City, didn't he?
Yeah, that was when I first really saw him.
Like that. What I don't want is like the right backs or fullbacks of back then were not the fullbacks of
No.
today. Like,
Do you
the
know-
fullbacks of today are tricks. They're pretty much wingers.
Do you know-
They're overlappers, pace merchants. They're got
Multi-skilled.
incredible end delivery. Back then, like getting a cross in was like a secondary thing. For a
Like Gary
fullback.
Neville
Like,
wouldn't have a
yeah,
clue.
your job was to
Defend.
to defend.
And your
Mark
job-
that winger, get down the byline,
your
and
job.
support the winger
Yeah.
as a secondary, and that was it. And it was like, it was very basic, but you had to do it well, and you had to be consistently well as well. And Danny Mills was, I felt like one of those Premier League, almost like mid-table, reliable guys you can always kind of bank on. Like a
Glenn
Luke
Johnson.
Young. Do you remember Luke Young a few
Yeah.
years
Young,
later?
yeah.
He was
Glenn
like that. I
Johnson.
remember Charlton,
tell you
West
what,
Ham, and
There was what was I going to say? I forgot exactly what I was going to say now.
A West Ham fullback I always thought was perhaps a bit underrated was Aaron Cresswell.
Fucking right.
That went down like
One of the most
the.
underrated Premier League centre backs of all time, and his name is never mentioned, was Lucas Radaby.
Leeds United legend.
Wow, what a centre back he was.
When did he play?
Before you was born, probably, Tom.
Probably, yeah.
But
That's why I'm asking, mate.
And what made
Yeah.
him so, would you say, that?
he was a warrior,
Yeah.
warrior,
Tough.
right?
Yeah.
You agree with me?
No, South African dog. I'm not even joking
he
with you.
was
Yeah.
an absolute warrior.
Man of the match, Clarence Seedorf.
Told you.
Yeah,
Nobody deserves a definite honourable
they're
mention.
there, yeah, he's there, but Seedorf has been there.
No.
Oh,
And then,
one
yeah.
for each team.
Yeah.
Jack
I'll
Wilshere
give you
for Team Zinchenko.
What?
Oh.
That should
Where's
have been
Mark
Mark Noble, I'll be
Noble?
honest with you. That's big name favouritism right there, you know what I'm saying?
And Marky Noble, obviously, in the TV studio at half time as well, put in a shift.
done
You know what I mean?
it.
He walked up the stairs.
Almost.
Yeah.
Still come downstairs and run round rings about people.
He's working hard.
Had to pass him a Lucasade on
He's gonna-
set with Jack Whitehall. like.
Just blowing bubbles.
Yeah.
Just approaching the last minute of 90 minutes now.
Don't think there'll be any added time. I think there'll be a collective groan among the players.
Yeah.
there won't be no any time.
Don't forget.
No,
Unless
I don't
someone
think-
smashes it in from 35 yards and ruins the whole thing. Guys, do not forget the penalty shootout will be coming up. I'm sure it's going to be a
Do you
penalty
think
shootout.
yeah, I think there will be.
Yeah, there's got to be.
Yeah.
Do get over to the metaverse and join Robbie and the guys in there. Look at Ty's face in the metaverse. He's so
He's zoned in.
concentrated on his
Yeah.
game. He's zoned in.
They've been
He's looking for
commentating on the
Wenger.
game the
He's looking
whole
for
day,
Wenger.
helping raise money for building schools in Ukraine.
Well, that's
So
good.
make sure you go and check it out afterwards as well,
is
because
it gonna
apparently
be a
they will be
fix?
interviewing some legends as well. And there's
Oh.
one floated to the back post, but Keeper deals with it very simply. But yes,
Martin
make sure you
Noble.
guys go and check it out. If
They're
you haven't
different
even
Noble.
tried the metaverse before, what better way to kind of trial it out than this? So just pop in, have a look. Maybe commentate yourself.
didn't
Let
know
Robbie
if-
know what your thoughts on the game are.
On a VR headset out there. I think he was doing the same with that.
I thought it was
5
something else, but
seconds.
okay, yeah, no, fair enough. But,
Let's see what happens here. 5 seconds. Is he going to try and let them fix a goal here? No? Okay.
we did promise goals. We
Both
did give
teams
you
want
goals.
pens.
2-2.
Yeah, both teams want the pens, by the looks of it. If I were the ref, I'd just go like this. They don't want to play no football. What are they doing? Just knocking it about?
Yeah, do you think they do want pens?
Well, it doesn't look like either one.
I knew exactly what you were talking about, yeah.
Oh my god, yes! I totally see that.
Show
See?
me, Nicky.
Oh my god! Down to the head shape, all of it.
Everything.
Oh wow!
I don't know what to say to that.
Can you see that? Wait, let's get it up.
What's Mark Noble doing there? Having a little hug with
Mark
Joe
Noble's just
Cole?
hugging up everyone now, man. He's reached that
having a
point
little
of the
hug
game
with
where
Joe.
it's like, Mark Noble's just been booked in the charity game.
When they've got a yellow and blue
Good
card.
God.
Did you see that? Yellow card he raised. It was like a Ukraine
Can you see this,
card.
right?
But is it golden goal or something? It feels like they're playing golden goal. Next goal wins kind of
No,
vibes.
he's going to blow over it.
Okay, I think it's pens now, yeah.
Oh, that'd be good to see.
Let's see, maybe it's not. Maybe they'll just... It doesn't look like it. They're actually just...
Game done.
Well, his coat's on. His coat's on. Taxi's called.
It looks like they're kind of
That's
just
it.
happy with the draw, I think.
No, there'll be a penalty shootout. I'm sure of it. What?
Really?
I mean, it's a game for charity. Yeah, trophy share between the two teams. It's a game for Ukraine at the end of the day. Both teams playing for the same cause.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
No penalty shootout.
I love us lot. We're like, we just want penalties.
They should just do it anyway.
Share a trophy. No.
I remember when they used to play our
soccer
our
aid?
teacher versus year 11 match, and even if it was 17-0, they'd have a penalty shootout.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, did you see
Brilliant.
there was your Arsenal Man United friendly? There was a shootout that just, even though United won 2-0, wasn't it? It was just
that's
like,
what the
yes,
Americans
have a
are.
shootout.
They love it.
Well, listen, the game ends 2-2. Team Shevchenko and Team Zinchenko sharing the points and sharing the trophy, it seems, today. Game for Ukraine. If you haven't donated already, you can go and donate. Click the link in the description so you can see the details on screen. Don't forget to join DR or Don Robbie after the game is over. He'll be interviewing a few of the legends, I believe, that played in the game today, and there'll be some events happening on the metaverse as well. If you haven't gone there already throughout the day, plenty of quizzes, plenty of actions, plenty of drama going on backstage, it seems like there. But go and check it out if you haven't already. Link is in the descriptions, victoryleagues.io. Go and get involved, and there'll be a lot more happening after the game as well. Guys, what did we think about that game overall today?
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
an entertaining game. It was an entertaining game.
I think when you get these kind of charity games, that's kind of all you hope for, isn't it? Just a few goals,
Yeah.
a few vibes, a few throwbacks, some of the touches. I'm disappointed we didn't get to see a little bit more of some of the other legends. I didn't see
True.
Tony today. I didn't see Cannavaro. Zola, we only got to see for about 10 minutes before his hamstring went. 57
Yeah.
years old. You can't blame him. But all in all, can't complain. Saw some goals, saw some legends playing as well. And it's all for a good cause
was
at the end of the
yeah.
day. as
Moment
well.
of the
Clean
day.
game.
Moment of the day.
Seedorf's banger. I'm sorry. That right foot spin and left foot hammer. Yeah, he's still got that juice, that boy. And I can't lie, if we're talking, if that's the best moment, the worst moment, I'm sorry, but Yakubu missing 9 chances in the first 40 minutes. Unforgivable, my friend.
The shooting was dreadful, wasn't it?
Bro, come on, man. Like, do you know the worst thing is? He looks the fittest out there. So I'm like, come on, show us a little something. Something's never changed, but
And they were all the same shot as well. Just Petr Cech just rolling and picking it up. Like,
they were all p-rollers into his arms, man.
What was your moment of the day?
So I would have to agree. See, saying that, I enjoyed probably number one seeing how good Mark Noble is. No offense. Whenever I used to see him play, I was never like, wow, he is great. I always thought of Mark Noble as just like a Steven Gerrard of his club, like just someone who Kane probably used to be, just is their club. But he showed real class on there.
Yeah.
He does still train every day. Samuel, who looks like he's at a couple of sacks of corn or something. You know what I mean?
He didn't have that pace he had back in the day, did he?
No, definitely not. But, you know what I mean? There was a few of them. Shevchenko looked like he was moving a bit ropey as well, didn't he? You know what I mean? It wasn't...
Listen, retirement isn't kind to everyone. I think that's one thing as well. We do see,
That's true.
but it also helps. You know, if you look after yourself throughout your career, it does definitely pay off in the post career. You definitely saw some of that today. But hopefully, we hope you've enjoyed this stream along with us, and there should be plenty of other streams happening throughout the week as well. Don't forget the Premier League is back next week, so there'll be a lot of action happening on this channel. On Track GP as well. There's all the Formula 1 action you can catch up on there, and don't forget Robbie, Lee and Ty are still on the metaverse, and there'll be a lot more happening after the game as well.
Don't forget
prizes being given away. They'll be interviewing a few of the legends as well after the game.
Don't forget to look out for AGT and Settle as well. They're over there as well. FTV. So fantastic.
So we hope you've enjoyed today as well. Appreciate you, Rachel, Nick, Tom.
Thanks.
That'll be the end from us.
I appreciate you for that as well.
Yeah, appreciate it.
As well. Thank you.
Thoroughly.
Nice one. And we will catch you guys on the next stream. We hope you've had a good one. Take care.